up fast enough. So, it is what it is, but we're back for the rest of the preseason. Why are we come up on this screen? I don't know. I don't know. We're supposed to come up on this screen. I don't know. Well, we'll find out eventually, I guess. What's going on, yo? How is everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a wonderful Monday. It is Monday. It is what it is, yeah, it's another day in the neighborhood, another day for a neighbor. Won't you be mine? Could you be mine? So everybody having a good day, I hope. We are into bonehead. We are getting into the trying to roll through here and get to the next season, preseason anyway, and we got about a month to do it in. We'll be live in a month, so it'll take a little bit of time to get there. You know how that goes. So we're chilling. It's chill day, baby. It's chill day. We do what we always do. We chill. Yo, Nose Day, what's up, buddy? Thank you for that. I appreciate you, man. I will put you up live here in a second. Give me a second to do what I'm doing here, and I gotta let's see, where's my paper? There's my paper. I ain't doing this again. I write this shit down like yesterday I was doing. I didn't have a good one yesterday. I kind of forgot everybody was there. Oh, shut up. You two. Nobody asked you to be loud. Nobody asked you to be on noise. There you go. Don't want you opening. There you go. We're good now. Listen to you. First one in again. You are the man. What's going on, buddy? Hope you're having a good Monday. It is that time of day. There's your shout out, my friend. Yeah, so we're working on getting to the third season start, preseason. Get to see where we move to. I can't eat this right now. I can't drink this right now because I know this shit is hot as hell. Oh my god, that's so hot, but it's so good. I figured out how to use my my thing. Got me some good cappuccino this morning. I was a happy camper. We gotta fix you. There you go. That's a little bit better. Much better. So yeah, we Slim Bridge. Who the hell are Slim Bridge? So we're moving to the 10th level, and I know they're not going to be 10th level. There's no way. Hellenic Football League Premier Division. They're in the county leagues. Well, look at that. They're even higher up. How did they do? They finished mid-table, 13, 15, and 10. Nah, not going to happen, buddy. I always like to look where they're at, just because I want to know what level I'm at and where I'm getting applied to. So we've moved up to the county leagues now, which is like a few levels ahead of us. So that's interesting. We can get there eventually. By the time next season's over, if we win it, and we should, we will be in line for higher jobs. I think the best I ever got offered a job was I got offered a job in the championship in one when I was in this level I'm coming into in the 10th. The team was so desperate they'd barely been able to stay in the championship for we were like I started that league in level 20. So the lower you start, the faster you build. Not only do you build your reputation by having more games and winning more things, but you also help build your player, your coach, because you do have coaching stuff that does build up. And so the lower you start, the better chance you have of getting better jobs offered. And by the time I got to the to this level, I got offered a job. I can't remember who it was, but it was somebody. We were 10 years in. And with somebody that was a constant. They were always in the lower half of the table, but they were never relegated. And they offered me the job, and I turned it down. I was a little disappointed, but hey, just to be offered a job that high up, must be doing something right, right? Thank you for sticking around, my boy. You stick with us and you'll be a superstar. Maybe. That's the hope. Phil Foden. Victor Osimhen. Another great player that I'd love to have someday, but not in this team. Yeah, by the time I get ready to get people like Foden and Osimhen, I'll be coming into the thing, but they'll be turning 40. Probably still not playing. It might still be playing. Who knows? More drizzly, rainy day. They ain't even doing nothing yet. It's supposed to drizzle all day today, and they ain't doing nothing yet. But we got bad weather coming. I'm neck. Author for Lothar. Okay, Lothar, you got your chance to get out, man. I'm not going to be playing you all that much, and you're not going to get the contract you want. Pickering keeps getting offers. I hope he don't leave. I'll be disappointed if he does. Yeah, I was watching Silver last night. And he was playing Zombie Army, and came up with an awesome idea. That would be great for any of those, but like if you had a zombie army game that was like Dead by Daylight, where you could either be the killer, you could either be zombies or the people trying to kill them, and then you'd have like that would be so amazing. You could play with groups of people and have bunches of different people, and that would be awesome. Dead by Daylight Zombie Army. That would be fun. I'm not into shooters, but I might actually have to try something like that just because I don't know. I'm not a big fan of player versus player. I was watching something today. I flipped through when I first woke up. I'm flipping through the channels, and somebody was saying something about somebody who put out a ESO thing. Put the headline that they said crossplay is coming, and then they went on in their little article to say that they watched an interview with two of the people from ESO development saying that they were bringing crossplay in. And I'm like, no, that's not what they said. They said they're working on the technology to make crossplay available, but they did not say it was coming. I hate when people do that shit. I hate when people they put up uh, taglines and shit so people will watch it and then they lie about what they're saying. Because I watched that interview. I read the interview. I read the transcript of the interview. They didn't say anything about it coming for sure. They said that they know that people want to have crossplay, but I can tell you now, there's not going to be a lot of people that want crossplay because I know for a fact that if you bring crossplay in on the whole game, the game will be done because the economies are different. There's not the same the biggest holdback for full-time crossplay on ESO is the fact that PS4 has the best economy in the game because there's fewer players. You get better prices for stuff. Our crowns, people sell our crowns for 100 gold or 1,000 gold a crown. So if I want 50, if I want 5,000 crowns, it's going to cost me 50,000 gold. No big deal. On PC, it's like almost 5,000. One last I saw, which was over a year ago, it was 5,000 crowns, I believe, or 5,000 gold per crown. So if you wanted 5,000 crowns, it's going to cost you 500 or 250,000 gold. There's so much stuff available on the number of players. You know, it bases the players are not the different platforms don't have the same player base. You know, PC has the most, Xbox has the second most, and then you have PlayStation 4 and 5. Okay, you that means that basically when stuff is found, the stuff that people want, you're going to get better prices because the stuff is more rare. For example, if I go out and I find a something that is, let's say I go and find a helmet, in a monster helmet, we're doing we're doing a major dungeon, okay, and I find the equipment that I want. Before I put that equipment, I can give that equipment away as long as I don't put it on my character. It's able to be given away, and I can take it. I can sell it. Well, if I do that, you know, that's fine and all. But if I find it on PlayStation, the chances of there being 5,000 of them out there compared to being like 300 or 200 or 150, is huge. I might find that same well sought after helmet on PC, and there's going to be 10,000 of them out there that people have. So the price is going to be way, way low. And it's just not going to work out right. What they should do, if they want to do true crossplay on the game, what they should do is they should do crossplay in Cyrodiil only. Because instead of having the biggest problem with the ESO game is they've never updated the war. So if you started playing in 2014 when it came out, and you've been playing it for 10 years and the exact same storyline is in the thing. They've never updated the storyline. Once you get to the end of your main storyline, you have all the other stories to do, but they're all still based on the war, and it needs to go. It's been there forever. They don't need to keep it going. They should have it. They're talking about adding levels to the game. They're easy, hard, hardcore, whatever. They're going to add different level types. And that's all great and all, and I love the idea. But I want you to advance past the damn war and get us to other things because it just don't make any sense. You still have them battling for the war, even though one of your storylines was a work where they went to the archipelago. They had them all get there to meet for about the thing, and they said they would do that, and then nothing. 2 years later, we still ain't got nothing on it, and they just kind of left that hanging. And now that they're not doing storylines, they could do something to end the war. And if they do Cyrodiil and they end the war and they want crossplay, you make Cyrodiil, instead of being the three banners, the three different groups, you make it PC versus Xbox versus PlayStation. Same areas, same way it's done, just set it up so that you are working together. And that is how you do crossplay. The only other way you can do that is, and it would make it more complicated, it wouldn't be any fun, people would be bitching about it, is to allow you to trade but have, like, when you go to, and this is the problem with it. You can't do it without making it complicated, because you cannot have it where you can have people from PlayStation go into a town and try to sell something that they found to everybody else, because it's just going to destroy the market. The only way they could do that is basically they'd have to start the game over. You'd have to come out with ESO 2. And I would play an ESO 2 if they came out with an ESO 2 where they got rid of the war and they started from because the thing about it is, and I so wish they would do it, if you got rid of the war, there is so many things that you could do in the, wow, how did we make so much money? Oh, that's right, we got our 58,000 sponsorship, that's right. Woohoo, we're out of the black, we're in the black again, woohoo. Yep, there he goes. I knew he was going to retire. Oh, he's not going. He's retiring, but he's going to play semi-professional. He's not going to play full. He's playing semi-professional now. I don't know what the hell he did that for. Dumbass. Oh, hell no. Yeah, so we got 16 days. We come back from preseason in 22 days. So we're rolling. It didn't take as long as I thought it was going to take. It's actually moving pretty good today. I'm happy. I went and did a fooling around yesterday, and I changed the, after I was done, when I was playing my other one, I changed the, like, my graphics level set in this game is set at low. Looks good. Ain't nothing wrong with the way it looks. I figured, you know what, I can move it up a little bit. Maybe it'll work better. So I moved it to medium. Looked terrible. I was like, man. So I had to go back in and fix that. And then I was playing around with the graphics interface from Windows, and it didn't make any difference. They never do. But yeah, for with ESO, there's just absolutely no way that they're going. And I know they're going to do it because that's what they do. They don't pay attention to. They pay attention to a few people who bitch and moan and whine and complain, who've maybe been playing the game forever, and they don't pay attention to what it does. They don't. They say they think about what it does to the game overall, but I can guarantee you, if they go full crossplay in the game and they base it off of a different. If you're gonna do it, you make everything based off the PlayStation. You make it off your lowest. You take your highest and your lowest, and you medium it. That's the only way you can do it. But I can tell you now, there's gonna be people in PlayStation that don't want that, and there are a lot more people in PlayStation that don't want that than do. And they're gonna do it because I'll tell you why they're gonna do it, because they did it to us when they did account wide about 4 years ago, 3 years ago. They They changed all the they changed your achievements to being account wide instead of being player or character wise, and it sucks because when I go in and I'm doing like I showed you last time I played, I'm doing Legs is doing Western Skyrim. It's already been done, so all the stuff that you can achieve in it was done with Crawl years ago, but it don't show you separate. So I have to figure out what I've got left to do, what I don't got to do. You know, the storyline was done, so all the main points are all done there. So the only thing I can do is once I'm done with the main storyline is I have to do it to find where I need to go to get it done, because otherwise I can't do it and it's bullshit. But they did that without thinking, and their excuse was, well, it'll help us if we do it account wide, we won't have to worry about, we'll get more space, it'll run better. And I sat back and just thinking, y'all some lying motherfuckers, because that's not how it works. You don't take up more space by you when you sign up for an account. They don't just give you your 5 slots. They give you as many slots as you can possibly have that they would let you go to, and then they set that amount of memory aside. Because if you did it the other way, think about that for a second. If you did it where you got a basic setup of a memory and you wanted to add other stuff, that would have things so screwed up. Because if you don't, their drives work no different than other hard drives. You know, it's the same thing. Hard drives work they're basically a circle of data blocks that go into the center, and it starts at the outside and it puts stuff where there's open blocks. So when you first start your computer up and you're adding all that stuff, it's all nice, neat, and order. But as soon as you erase something, it doesn't move the data back. It'll take that block of data that's there and erase it, so that the next thing that comes in will get started at this point and then go so far if there's too much, and then jump further on. And that's what makes your computer run slower. And that's why they tell you, you should, if you're slowing your computer slowing down and you need to speed it up, you defrag it. And basically what that does is it takes everything, moves it around, and it puts it all together so that there's less time, and it does take time. So they made this big deal about how this was going to make it work better. And, oh, Pike, you left me, you little bastard, son of a bitch. I lost my motherfucking fullback. Bye, you piece of crap. Love you too, bitch. Little bastard. Oh, Rex gonna go in there for now. He's gonna be he's gonna get some playing time out there. Maybe he'll get better too. Yeah, he's gonna defend there. I'm gonna find a fullback. I don't know if I can leave him out there like that. Little bastard. So that's 5 guys I lost this season, because unfortunately we're still in this season. Doesn't end until we get to the new side. Okay, here we go. Scouting update. I need a left side. No, you're not getting shortlisted. That's what I need. Nope, I need a lefty. Wakwas Azam. He can't be English. He's English? The hell you come up with weird ass names like that for, man? That's just wrong. Okay, that's what I need right there. Mr. Carr. J Carr, come see me, baby. You can come play for me. You know you wanna. Yeah, I still can't give out these damn things. That's one. So we'll do that. But yeah, I just don't see, they've said they've been working on, and they make this big news about, this person reported that they're going to bring crossplay to ESO, and then they said that they're making improvements to, what cracks me up is when people want to do that, they want to sound important. They want to make their channels important on YouTube, so they'll bring back information that was talked about 4 or 5 months ago, try to make it sound like it's new. And then the second thing they came up with was they were saying that they've been talking about that they're going to make improvements to Cyrodiil. They said that at the thing in April. And this person, I can't stand when people do that, man. If you want to make content, make it real content. Don't try to keep people and come to your stream with using bullshit lines. That's crazy. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think it's running a little bit better today. I don't know what I did. Oh, I do know what I did. I found where there was extra shit running on the inside that didn't need to be running. The little triangle bullshit over on the corner of your screen. I didn't realize that was doing that, and it has the programs running underneath that you don't want running underneath. So I got rid of the ones I didn't have running. Like my Discord doesn't need to be loaded all the time, and the Epic Game Launcher doesn't need to be running all the time. There's something else in there, and I'm like, why are you running these in the underground? I don't need them. Get them off of there. As soon as I got rid of them, they started moving faster. I say that now, and it'll slow down again. That's about typical, though, isn't it? So, got a weird thing yesterday, and I was talking to my son about it, and he said, you might have got, I got like 30 followers yesterday. But here's the problem with it. In my little Twitch thingamabob here, it doesn't show all those followers. It doesn't show that they followed. It doesn't show anything. So first thing came to my mind was it's bots. So I was like, okay. So I looked it up, and you go to a place, a site called Commander Root, and basically they will look at you log in through your Twitch, and it will look for all your followers, and it's a easier way, because if you try to go through and like if you want to get rid of followers that you ain't seen in a while and that kind of stuff, you can do it through Twitch, but it takes a while. You have to search through every single one, and if you I think it bumps you back to the top, to like the beginning when you erase somebody. But no, you can't move, Cockermouth. I love the name. Can we start giving contracts out yet, you bitches? Not changing any of that right now. Harvey will go to reserve, and Dugdale will go to nowhere. He's staying under 18s because he can play under 18s. He doesn't need to move. I'm not hiring under 21 coach. Not doing it. So I went to their page, and I had 808. I was at like 770 something when I first came back in May, and I've been getting people in LSW who we hadn't either been there when I was there before, or we just never been on the same page, and I get follows from that. But of the 32 I got yesterday, 12 of them were bots, so they were removed. They're gone. But I was like, man, this is crazy. I don't know how it happened. I don't know when it happened. Even when you have offline follows, it still tells you in your, like on my side where I have my activity feed, it still tells me when I have offline, uh, it tells you have offline people come in. And there was no extra follows. So I had 32 extra followers yesterday. I was like, what the hell? I looked at I looked at my thing and I went, this is not possible. I said, I know there ain't 32 people that came into my stream and followed me yesterday. And if they did, I'd like to know where they were, because they never showed up in the stream and never showed up on there. So I'm like, okay. And there were only 12 bots ways back as I could find. I remember the first time I did that. There was people panicking because people were getting shut down. There was some controversy back in a few years ago with Twitch. I think that people were getting booted because they had bots in their followers. But I'm like, I don't take the time when somebody follows me. I don't take the time to notice if they're a bot or if they're a real person. If they follow me and they come and interact in the thing, I know they're a real person. But when you get just offline ads, you have no idea who they are. And I'm not going and looking, is this a real person? If they come into my stream, they do. If they don't, I just ignore it and eventually forget about it. But the very first time I ever did that was like, it's been more than that. It's been 3 years. Yeah, it's been 3 years ago. The first time I did it was like I was affiliate for like 2 months. And I went and checked I forget which one I used then, but I used something that they did, and I found 45 bots. So I got rid of them, and I was like, man, that sucks, because I was just like at 300 people. And then I got into a group called the Goat Gang, which I'm still a member of officially. I just haven't been to their Discord in forever. I still talk to people. I just don't. I stopped going to them a long time ago because things got weird. And I did drop out, but I just haven't been in their Discord in forever. But then I joined LSW and started getting up. Now we're up to 796. I have 796 followers after I took out the 12 bots yesterday, which is amazing to me. The sad part is, had I not been out for a year and a half, I probably would have been over 1,000 by now. Oh, easily. Because I mean, I get like, there's days when I'll still have like 7 or 8 followers come in or new follows, but in a week I'm usually getting at least a new follower a day. I very rarely go through stream where I don't have at least one new follower. So and I missed a year and a half, almost 2 years. It would have been fun. I don't really mind the followers. I like having followers come in and do the following because you get to, you get to meet new people, you get to go to new places, get to see games you might not have seen before. That can be fun as hell to watch. There's a lot like I don't have a problem. Like I don't like to play shooters, but I don't have a problem watching people do shooters. Like I said, I was in silvers yesterday, and and I was watching him. He's playing zombie on. When I got to his birthday stream, he was playing zombie army 4, and he was playing with a friend of his, and his friend got killed, and he got turned into a zombie, and Silver took him out with a headshot. I was cracking the hell up. He was saying, "I'm sorry, dude, but I had to kill your zombie, dude." And I was like, "That is just wrong." And it was so funny watching him play. I love watching him because people will say things they don't even realize they're saying. Sometimes it'll be like he was talking to his buddy through his headset, so we didn't hear the conversation from his buddy end. All you hear is the conversation from their end, and sometimes those conversations can be hilarious. I'll keep coming from my boys. I know how it is. I see how it's gonna be. Y'all keep coming in from my boys. I'm gonna end up with half the team I don't want to get rid of. I'm gonna end up getting rid of because I can't keep them because they keep getting taken from me. I lost Pike, and I lost can't remember his name now. And I lost Page, and I lost Gumby, and I lost yeah. I mean, I've lost way too many players. Holmes is going to retire and play full part-time soccer, which is what we play anyway, so he'll probably stick around. I can't drink my coffee. It's too hot. It's too hot right now, and it won't cool down. But it's the same stuff I get uptown. I paid like $8 for a box of generic French vanilla cappuccino. I know. Yeah, yeah, cappuccino. And I was doing my full mug. I was doing this full mug full of water on one of the packets, and I figured it out that wasn't good. So I did it last night with the half the glass and then the other half with a new one. Oh my god, this stuff is so good. I don't have to walk all the way uptown to get it anymore. I'm like, yes. Ah. And then I slept with half. I did actually sleep last night, which is amazing to me because I haven't been sleeping the greatest lately. So I slept the night before. I was planning on going to the party yesterday, so I was kind of excited to be doing that. You know how that works. You get to go someplace you ain't been in forever. And I was like, I slept until 3 o'clock when my cats woke me up, and I couldn't go back to sleep. Last night I woke up at like 6. The cat woke me up at 6 this morning. I went to the bathroom, come back in, laid back down until 9, 8, and then kind of just laid back until 9 o'clock and got up and started trying to get ready. It is what it is. The night before that I slept a little bit. The night before that I slept all night, and the night before that I slept a little bit. So this week has been weird, and I probably won't sleep at all tonight. I was supposed to play ESO last night, but again, I even forgot to get on and get my daily yesterday. So I missed another daily, which kind of makes me mad, but shit happens. I just was like, it was a rough day yesterday. I made pizza that didn't go out right. The dough came out too. It's so hot and humid, and I put enough dough in when when it was done stirred up, it felt perfect. It felt like it was the right thing. Everything was going to be good, but then the humidity just sucked all the air. It just sucked all the moisture out of it, and it wasn't good when it was over. Man, they're coming after Lions, and he ain't even. He's a backup to. Oh my God, my team's going to be. They're they're trying to get me, man. They're trying to take all my players from me. They don't like me. I need to be able to sign these contracts. God damn it, let me sign contracts. Ah. Restricted transfer open window. It's been open, dude. You just open in a new window. That's all. The unrestricted one. Or the restricted transfers. I don't know what the difference is. I really don't. I don't know. Do I care? Not really. I ain't been able to not sign anybody, so it don't matter. I guess I'll learn when I don't know when I ain't able to sign somebody. Romeo and Palmeiras are providing top billing in the Serie A. The Serie A. Yeah, actually, I hope I don't know when I get a new computer. I applied a couple of those to one of those computer places that are play now, pay later. Yeah, they don't work. Well, we'll take any credit. No, you won't take any credit. You lie because I applied and you didn't take my credit. You haven't got long enough credit history. I don't have credit history. I've been on disability for 5 years, so I don't have any credit history anymore. I don't pay taxes. I don't have to pay taxes on my Social Security. I don't make enough money for anything to pay taxes on it. I could. I mean, I could go. I could actually. Well, if I could find a place that would be able to work at, that would fit my criteria. That's the hard part. You can work to a certain number of. You can make up to a certain amount of money without losing your Social Security. And you can actually, if you can find a job that will, because I have a specific set of what I can and can't do, and I'm not allowed to sit. I'm not supposed to sit for more than 2 hours at a time. I'm not supposed to. I have to be able to go to the bathroom whenever I need to because of the pills I'm on. It makes me go to the bathroom whenever I need to. Got to be able to do that. And honestly, there's not too many places that you can go to work that are going to fall into that category and allow you that privilege or that those privileges. And I get it. I understand, and it's a lot of money. People don't understand how much money it takes into like I can go back to McDonald's and be retrained to do the grill again in 5 minutes. But the problem with that is, and like I was talking to the lady from the pizza shop the other day, they were hiring, and I thought about going and seeing about working for them part time because that's what I want to do. I want to own a pizza shop. But like she said, the biggest problem there is I can't take heat. And in a pizza shop, there's heat. And in McDonald's, there is heat. You just can't get away from it. Even working on the line, it gets hot in that little tiny back room. So, those kind of jobs would be great. And my dad's like, how are you going to own a pizza shop? Because the one uptown's for sale. He said, how would you run that if you were owning it? I said, I'd come in the morning, make the dough, make the sauce, and then sit in the office, in an air-conditioned office, and put my people to work. That's how you run my pizza shop. I wouldn't have to be in the kitchen at all, because that's why you hire people to work for you. That's like in this game, people don't use the people they don't use their assistant coach for anything other than to do. The only reason they shouldn't call him assistant coach, he should be the press conference coach because that's all that people usually use him for. Most people don't use his advice for anything. I know they'll base some of their stuff on it, and they might base some of their decisions on it when it comes to signing stuff and what they look like. But when it comes to game time, most people don't. And I'm not going to go in and I'm training you to be like people make the game day decisions. You can go into and you can put like mark this person harder or don't mark this person harder, and you can change individual stuff like that. But I don't do that because I don't. I train my players to play in my tactic. My tactic is set to work the way it's set to work. I don't want to sit in there and go in there and make all those little itty bitty changes because then you're putting stuff in that you're not putting into practice. So it's not gonna. There's no way it can be as beneficial as it would be if you were to practice it that way. And yeah, you could do that. I mean, that would be like when you were in high school or when you're in sport, coaches know the other teams. They give you a preview on here. Uh, they give you a scouting preview of the team coming up that you can use that information. But I don't know that you can go into the practice and change. I don't know if you can do that or not. You might be able to, which then would make this whole point moot. But I don't go in and change and train players to work against different players in different situations. Now, during the uh, pregame stuff, if he tells me opposition suggestions, it'll say mark this person. I'll do that, but I'm not going to go in and do it individually because it's just that's extra work that I don't need to do. I don't think I need to do it because my tactics work. I mean, we win games, so And yeah, we do get beat up by people every once in a while, but you know, I just don't get into that deep of detail. Go away, he's mine, he plays for me. Go to hell, y'all, you get off my players. That's the other problem about being a successful team. If you're a successful team, it means your players are successful. It means the players, the teams higher up, are going to want to snatch them up. And I've lost 5 this year already. I'm not happy about it. And at the rate this is going, there's a possibility if I don't be able to put these guys under real contract soon, I might lose a couple more. Definitely don't want to lose Pickering. I don't mind. I mean, Riley can go. I can replace him. Pickering can go. I mean, it's not that I can't replace him, but he's one of those guys that I want to see how he comes out, and I want it to be under my tutelage. Damn it! I don't want to give him away. That's not fair. Oh, that's just wrong. Istanbul Bucharest. We saw that the other day. Oh, they signed him to a 2-year deal. I'm surprised there's so few big deals coming out. They're only a couple years instead of most of the time you see people signing 5-year deals. They're getting stingier. Ooh man, I tell you, it's gonna be decent today. It's not gonna be great, but it's gonna be humid. Ow, feel the humidity kicking in. And I gotta possibly go uptown and get pills today. Hopefully they have them for me. Called them in on Friday, but only one of them had a refill, and the other ones didn't. And the way my people, I don't know why they do that to me. I hate it. I'm gonna be taking these freaking pills for the rest of my entire life. Unless they stop the pills, they're not gonna change them. Yet, and the doctors try to blame the pharmacy, and the pharmacy blame the doctors. And I know it's the doctors because the pharmacy I had down here always had refills on it. And if they didn't, it didn't matter because when the pill ran out, they automatically took care of it. So I would go down there to order. I would call down there to order a pill, and they were like, "We already got it for you." I'm like, "Huh?" Like, okay. I said, "How'd that happen?" We just refilled it. I'm like, "Okay, that's cool." I'm like, "I love it." But the one uptown, and it's mad because the one that was uptown was somebody else that was an individual who owned it, and then the hospital that is owned by Wheeling WVU Hospital College, WVU West Virginia University, their medical thing bought our local hospital, and they also bought the pharmacy. Now you would think if it's a pharmacy and a hospital that they would work together, and that would mean seamless prescriptions and stuff like that. Wrong. They ever since it went to them, it's been worse because they don't communicate. And if you ask them uptown, oh, the software doesn't do this or whatever, and you ask the doctor, and like, well, we do this, and it's just like, you know what, y'all are just dumb because we already know it's the doctor's fault because the doctors are the ones that determine if there's prescription or if there's refills or not. Usually I gotta ask them. And they'll put them on there for the 1 or 2 times, and then after you get to the end of that refill cycle, they'll put them back on again. I'm like, come on, man, I'm tired of asking for this shit. You make me have to call you more than I want to. Then when you call out there to get your prescriptions filled, they never answer the phone. You're always leaving a message. Like if you're gonna make me call you, have somebody there for me to talk to. I don't want to have to talk to them on the. I don't want to have to leave a message and not know if you got it or not. Randy White rejected. Good, y'all stick around. Play for me. You know how this works. We are a good team. There is a. I'm gonna end up doing it. I want to see what it does. There's a my one of my people I watch online his name is Cleats, and he does like I was watching his what he was doing. He took San Marino uh, and won the World Cup with them, and it was what he was doing. And that he was just going through and doing that, and he's talking about like you can use the kits that are available. They have people that put the kits out and whatever, and you can also go and there's this site that will make new kits for your teams, and you can do it for different like a whole league if you want. So I'm thinking about doing that for it. They won't do badges, I don't think, but they'll do leagues. They'll do kits, which is cool. I want to do some new kits for the teams. especially in the American database, because the American database, everything's the same colors. They're all the same. Everything's blue and black. Like, I don't want blue and black. I don't want to look at 15 teams in the league and every single one of them's got a blue background. I'm like, what the hell, man? Blue or white, I should say. We are cruising right along now, ain't we? We are already to the 8th of June, and we got 15 days left until the start of the preseason. And then it's friendly time, and then it's on to the next. We should be able to get started and hopefully get to almost the full season this year, today. Depends, we might even get to the next season, play the first game or so, maybe. Maybe. We'll see how far we get. How this goes. That's the object of the game, though. Oh, Lincoln City can't get him. He won't come play for us. I'm figuring we get 2 levels higher, I can start asking these guys to play for us on loan. Because I will be close enough in range to them. I will be within like 4 or 5 levels of them, and they sometimes will drop them down there. Especially if they're like a very so-so player, where they might be okay, but then again, they might not. But for us, they'd be like a superstar. We'll see. It gets to where it gets to. Oh, here we go. First stretch of the day. Oh, shit. Gotta be careful. I thought I got rid of the pain. The neck pain was gone for a while, and then it came back, and now it's moving to the other side. I'm like, this is not happening. Going for the titanium. I got titanium in my chest right here. So now I'm going to tell them I want to put in titanium hip, knees, and neck. I'm going to become part titanium. That'll really be screwed. I'm not supposed to be like, because anything that has a strong magnetic or a strong vibration, I'm not supposed to do, like, I can't sit like this chair. My dad had a chair he was going to give me, but it was one of those that, you don't have to use it, but it was a vibrating chair. And I was like, I don't really have anywhere to plug it in, and I said I couldn't use it anyway. And then one day we went to a gentleman who passed away this week, and he was the richest man in Cadiz, but he was, my dad worked with him, did stuff for him, and we borrowed his truck from time to time. And they had his funeral yesterday. And I was like, one day we went up there and he was looking at the engine of his truck. I didn't think about it. I'm not supposed to be over top of the engine of any engine. I'm not supposed to be leaning into an engine. I didn't think about it. And my son turned away from the van and looked over at me and he goes, dude, are you supposed to be hanging over top of that? I'm like, oh, you're right, I'm not. Hey, look, it's Good Kitty 8 Duty. Oh, I think they're going to go bye-byes. Bye-byes, Good Kitty. Goodly Kitty. Shut up. Hate you people. Don't want you on my page. Don't come back now, you hear? Bye. See you later. Idiots. I hate those things. Yeah, we're moving along pretty well right now, ain't we? I like it. It looks better. It might be because I did that too. Ooh. I'll take a quick break. I'll be right back. Watch the big boy's head. See if it does anything. Way too old for this crap. Ugh. Just destroying me. I got this song stuck in my head. Of course he went somewhere else. Why would he come play for us? I need a lefty again. Still looking for that left guy. Okay. Wow. Some of the names on some of these teams, I tell you. And the players, some of them got 4 names. Like, really? Let's give that man a nickname. This is so good. I only had to walk about 15, 20 feet to get to it, too. Yeah. And it was free. Wow. I just want to flip, sit around and fly. Yeah, everything set up yesterday for a bunch of them, but I can't do it today because I can't find my damn. I didn't ask you for that. I'm getting tired of you giving that to me. Don't need it. These idiots. My healthcare, I don't know why they get on my nerves. They're always sending me something. I get I have Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield for my extra stuff. It gives me the food card every month and pays for all my prescriptions. It gives me transportation when they'll do it. So it's nice to have, but they somehow, without asking your permission, decide they're going to send you text messages and mail. I get something new from them almost every day. Almost every day. And it just gets on my nerves. They're constantly calling me. Hey, we want to help you with this. We want to do that. No, you don't, because I didn't ask you to call me. So don't. I think next year, when we sign up again in December, I'm gonna talk to the girl that helps me do it, my insurance agent, I guess you could call her. And I'm gonna say, listen, find me one of these people and tell them they're not. I don't want contacted 50 million times. Give me the same deal I got now. I'm going to do something else because I'm getting tired of it. It's just a pain in the ass. You get 15 calls. I get 15 phone calls a day, and most of them are from them, and they're all they're all spam calls. Quit looking to sign Pickering. He's not going anywhere. And because I don't have them on regular contracts, even if I don't sign them to a regular contract this time, they'll stick around on the old contract, even if they run out of contract. So you've got to actually release the players this time for this year. Now next year when I do it, if I do it, and we go up, or when we get around to the end of the year, and if you don't want to sign somebody, like if Riley doesn't get any better and next year he's at 2, I won't sign him again. But if I don't sign him now, he'll stick around till he either decides to go somewhere else or I let him go, because he's still going to get those appearance fees or whatever that was on his last contract. But once you get into a real contract, once you're done with it, you can set them to be released, and then they'll go. I mean, I could set them to be released, but doesn't necessarily going to mean to release them. They're still kind of amateurs on a semi-pro team, sort of thing. At least that's the way it always seems to me. It gets on my nerves because there's a lot of times where that money is money you should be using for something else, and it just keeps taking out because you got those people being calculated in too. Yeah, the end of the month, the June 30th, July 1st is usually the time for the cutoffs. First and second team divisions of the year or the month. I don't want to see those. I don't need to see those. Evan Lyons staying. Martin stays. I still need a left. I don't need that goalkeeper. I still need a left. Uh, All right, boys, you gonna start getting me some players, or we gonna have to find new scouts? Leave my boys alone. There's the Peachy. She showed up. Hi, baby. What you doing, love? Hmm? What's up, Miss Lovey Dovey? Huh? What you doing, baby? Hmm? What you doing, Lovey? Here comes the... Is that the mamas? That's the mamas down there. Hi, mamas. What you doing, honey? Where you going? Where you going? Huh? Where you going? Where you going? Where you going? Where are you going? Hi. You're so silly. She's so silly. She's my baby, though. I got the tail over there. It's like that far in front of me, but it's hilarious. It looks like she's smacking me with her tail. No, ow! Ow! You're silly. It's my baby girl. My little lovey. Lovey-dovey. My little lovey-dovey-doo. I want to know what I did. Now I'm eating the tail. Your tail's in the way. You gonna look over here and say hi? You gonna look over there and say hi to everybody? Look at you. You gonna look over there and say hi? Everybody's looking at you. Here comes trouble the other side. I got Mama on this side. Come here, Mama. Come on. Hi, lovey. Now the Mamas is up here. I got one on one side and one on the other. All right, we're rolling now. Oh, there goes Peaches. She left me. Hi, Mama. You guys look so sad. She's one of them sad looking cats. Like, oh, you look so sad, Mama. You don't need to be sad. You're loved. You're not a sad baby. Ugh. Yep, only thing wrong with off season is it takes forever until you get into the action. This didn't take as long as I thought it was going to take. Hell, we almost do the first month and we only been at this for an hour. An hour? Wow. What are you doing, lovey? You gonna go up there? You going up there? What's the matter? I didn't even touch your face and you start shaking your head. What's wrong with you? Huh? What's the matter, mamas? Come on. Get up there. Come on. There you go. There's the mamas. There's my baby. You can come back down this side now. Yeah, there she is. Over here being in her spot. Nope, no camera's not down there today. You don't get to be camera hog. It's over there. Haha. I moved the camera on you. Aw. Yeah, it's a little delayed because Lucky was laying with me today. And it's so hard to get her up when she decides to come lay with me because she never comes and lay down with me hardly ever. She just lay there all on her side, just like peaceful content. Her mamas. Their mamas. Their mamas, their mamas, their mamas. Mamas. The mamas. The only mamas. Come on, fellas, I gave you. I know you're... I better check just in case it didn't. I thought so. How are we good? Oh, buddy. I need a left defensive mid. I need a left guy. I need Ethan Jones. Yes, we can get Ethan Jones, maybe. Would be nice, but I doubt it. I want way too much money to play for you. I knew he was going to want that much. He's going to want way too much. I'll never get him down to 65. That's half the price. Walk away. Walk away. Walk away. Walk away. Walk away. That's it. I got one other one. Stephen Roberts, but he plays for Albany Sports. Played for them. Yeah. Yeah, you are not that damn good, dude. Sorry. I know you ain't that damn good. Nobody knows and nobody scouted yet. This is just wonderful. I'm so happy. Not. Not. Bowens is going to stay at Newcastle, maybe. Oh, damn, Ignacio for 70 million offer for Ignacio. 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 The Nidio. I love you, doo doo. Miss Mama, boo boo. What you doing, baby? God ain't going nowhere. Yeah. Hey! He's staying with his mamas. He ain't going nowhere. We need him to right now. We need him, huh? Yes, we do. We need him to be on the team. It's almost too warm for that, but no, come here. Stupid fan. Gotta get a better stand for this thing because it's driving me nuts. You're driving me nuts, fan. Just sit still, man. I need the air. It's getting a little warm in this room and I can't stand it. Wow. Tillman for 59 million. There you go. That's 9 days. Only 9 days. But almost a little over a month ago before this thing is flying today. Thank God it's gotten back to normal speed. Almost. Almost. Not quite. We're close. The mama mamas. How many? The mamas. The mamas. Cruising on through to the next day. Both are staying. Good. Stick around, boys. We're going to be a winning team again. We're going to win the next division up. So the team that didn't make it, sorry, baby, you didn't make it. You should have made it, but you didn't. Yeah. Don't need a right. Need a left, baby. Whoa, 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 whoa. God damn. That's wrong. There's no way. And I won't see him now either. Yeah, he's gone from there. That was on Gungby, and I'm thinking it was my on Gungby. They got him free. He's free. I can't. No, there's no way. Pay better attention. You might have had your man back. Left. I need a left. I need a left, not a right. I need a left. There you go. Nope, he's only a B. He's also 28. He's also not good enough to be around for more than 1 year. Where's my short list? Okay. Could have swore I saw his name on there. Nope, I must not have. Unless I didn't put him on the short list, which I'm pretty sure I would have. Oh well. He'll be around again eventually. Mama, settle down over there. She's jumping on that thing like she's trying to take the sheet apart. I can't believe how playful. The baby came in. Since the baby came in, she's been playful again, which is awesome to see. She's not really that old. She's less than. I see what she was doing. Your daughter's under there again. You attacking her, huh? She's back there moving around. I'm bouncing the cushion of the chair. The couch around. She's looking like, what the fuck is that? Goofy child. That's hilarious though. She wants to play. That's so cool because normally she don't do nothing. Fucking trucks, man. It better be trucks because that's thunder. We got a problem. Fuck. I don't think it'll let me put that in there. Oh, there it is. We're almost going to see the day for the next start. The beginning, it's coming. The next season starts soon. I can't wait. Level 10, here we come. Oh, my back. Fuck. What? Scared the shit out of me, kid. What are you doing? I didn't even know he was there. What the hell are you doing, Mama? You trying to get me? Hmm? Trying to get me, Mama? I see you over there playing on the couch. Yeah, nut nut. Nut nut. It's saying I need a middle L. What do we got over here that we don't need? Or do we? Yeah, we need a couple. We got one. We need to get somebody in there. So, tell me I need a player in a spot, yet you don't give me a thing to put to get that player in that we need. That makes sense. I like that. I like that thinking. That makes perfect sense to me. Seriously, folks. Those will be new contracts, most likely. Oh yeah, yeah. I hate that. I get a good night's sleep and I'm tired all day. Ow, come here. Water, water. Water, water. Get some water, water in the body. Helps sometimes. Maybe. Occasionally it helps. Get one of those damn. We're gonna be a pain in your ass headaches today. Wonderful, wonderful. Just love it. It's always so much fun. I'm looking forward to rolling. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Losing my mind. Hmm. My baby mamas. Damn. You're getting some cheap ass players right there, but I ain't got no. I got 52,000, I think, is what it was, or 42,000. It won't last through the season, but you know, hey. Mm. New contract for Mr. Oding. Hey, look, we got one in pro. Oh, we got one in progress on each of them. Go us. Yeah. We know what I need, but we got some in progress. Go us. Whoa, I need new scouts. Damn it, I forgot to do it again. Hmm. Oh, you little prick. You only did one of them. Ajax Timber, possible switch to Newcastle for 66 million. Worker has signed a new 4-year deal. There you go. That's more like it. 4-year deal. Damn it. Can't get this damn stretches out of my body. It's killing me. I hate it. Hate it with a passion. Yeah. Y'all just keep offering these goddamn contracts. Come on, man. Let me offer my. There we go. We got the news. It's too early for that. They won't show it yet. I wish it would. I'd like to get that shit started. It's that time, baby. It's showtime almost. It didn't take as long as I thought it was gonna. Not at all. Ooh, Race went to West Ham. Or Liverpool. West Ham. And West Ham lost one player, pick up another. Zambami went to West Ham, and West Ham lost Race to Liverpool. Poor Bournemouth. Five more days. Head. Right where that bucket spot's at. It was Simonton talk with Arsenal. One month, yep, all right, just keep on moving, boys. Let's go. Martin staying. Scotty finished. I need. Not good enough. Damn it. Y'all are getting on my nerves. Need some players. Come on, fellas. Where's my scouts at? Damn it. Y'all are not doing your job. At all. LaHarve. LaHarvey. LaHarve. Oh, shit. Can't breathe. Can't get no air. Tired. Yeah, it's a long Monday. It's one of them days, baby. It's one of them days. Mr. Ginty, you can go. See ya. Man, White, you piece of shit. Oh, we're just falling apart. Can't sign players and it's starting to piss me off. Well, yeah, we lost another one. We still got Bungarra to put in there, or Willoughby, so. And we are losing players left and right. At least that player didn't hurt us now. The fuck are you doing, machine? I don't know what the hell that was, but okie dokie then. Don't know. Bye, the mamas. She gets bored easily. She's gonna wander out and see what her children are up to. Nope. See, that's where we're gonna have a problem. Make you a squad player. You're not gonna be a superstar. Yeah, that's what I thought. You know what? It ain't gonna give you what you want anyway. Yeah, see, it's just stupid. It's just being stupid still. I shall return. Alright, we almost there. Woo-hoo. Harvick gets a new contract. Okay. Floating right along, boys. Floating right along. That was weird. Make me a couple requests here. Where the fuck is the rest of it? Why the hell is that all the way up there? Okay. Oh, wow. I didn't know it did that. Ah, cool. Well, that's definitely interesting. I'm gonna ask for every one of these as I can. It's only gonna let me do one. What the hell is that? Okay, so it's only gonna let me do one. That made no sense. Normally you can ask for a couple. I was gonna ask for the youth facility too. What the hell are you doing, camera? I didn't even notice the camera was gone. Good look at my ceiling. There you go. We made it to the preseason already. Alan Shearer Day. Is that? It can't be Alan Shearer. Is it Alan Shearer? No, I was going to say. The hell's Alan Shearer doing coaching? That would have been a little odd. Preseason year number 3! Yay! It's gonna be one of these fucked up days. I'm gonna sweat to death because it's enough to make me sweat a little bit, and then it's warming up, and my head's gonna itch like a motherfucker, and the back of my head hurts because it feels like it's pulling apart, and then it's just a lovely Monday. Yay! Mamas. Hey, what are you doing over there? What are you doing? You better not be doing what I think you're doing. You were. You little bitch. What the hell's wrong with you? Don't do that. Such an idiot. You're such a brat. What the fuck is wrong with you, kid? I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear to God. Charlie Hopcutt got a new contract. Hopcutt. Hopcutt. Good. Best part of the year coming up right now. That's the worst part of the year is getting from the end of the one season to the preseason next. Now you get all the good stuff. Get your team ready for this year. Get your players in there. Wow, they're actually gonna give me my license. Check that out. Cool. I'm going from a National C license. Finally. Look at you. I wasn't going to try to sign Felix, but now I probably have to because I actually need to replace that. Well, I don't need to. It says I need to. I need a backup in that spot. You're a waste of time. Yeah, a whole 3 in that update. Wow. I feel so privileged. You boys are just actually giving me some players to look at. Thanks. Alright, we are back, and I believe... Nope, still showing the old one. It'll be in a couple days before that comes up, I guess. Preseason! Players coming back. Back to business, baby. Let's go. Back into business we go. Haha. Back to business. It is time to party in the Shire. In the Shire. We are in the Shire partying. With the Bagginses and the Proudfoots and... Yo, what's up, DJ? How you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great Monday. It's just another one of them days, huh? Monday. I used to hate Mondays. Mondays are alright. I'm doing alright. Starting the season's about to start. Got to the preseason, about to start the next season. Whoop whoop. I don't know why I ever do that. It never changes. It's always the same one. Gooooooo. That dude sounds like a dude from Spain, from Star Wars. Dorgu. Sith member. Sith Master Dorgu. All right, business about to pick up, boys and girls. We're getting back into the season. Run through some preseason, get our team ready for this year. Got a bunch of new. We got 5 new players so far. There's a couple more we're gonna need. We're trying to get there. Dude, you offered. Okay, the dude says he's gonna play part time. So if he travels, he travels. There's nothing I can do about it. He can stay with us and play part time. I'm not gonna play full time. You haven't been playing full time in years, dude. You've been playing for me for the last 3. So you ain't been playing full time for a while, buddy. So, you know, if you want to decide to go somewhere else and play, be at it. Don't take all day. I'm going to make room on my space for my boys here. That kind of scares me. I had all that money. Where'd all my money go? I had money left, and they should have had a lot of room for money for people. And I know I signed some players, but damn, I didn't sign that many players. There's no way. Carvascalia. Who talks with Napoli? Oh, it broke down. Carvascalia. Yeah, I was watching. Hey, there was a team that had the 3 players as their. No, we're gonna let him go. Don't need him. I'm not keeping him. It won't do the training facility. That sucks. Figures. Bastards. If you just were a little bit better. I'm not picking up somebody that's gonna stay it that way. Good. We're not even close to gotten better immensely. Not even close, baby. Not even close. You can say that, but it didn't make that big a difference. I can tell you that now. A couple more years we will. Nope, still the same one. Yeah, probably be after the 1st. Or right around there. So we'll get, we should be able to start doing it soon. That's what sucks. All we've been doing is this. We haven't done anything yet, man. It's been the off season. We finally got to the beginning of the preseason, so haven't really had much to do but just go through and pray people don't leave me. Lost a couple more players, but yeah, it is what it is. We'll get through and survive. Moth couldn't go. I'm getting sick and tired of this. I want my freaking contracts. They're just trying to sack me of all my players from last year. Soon it's going to be the youngsters and the five I signed. If I don't get these contracts to be able to get done soon, I'm going to be mad as hell. I don't know why it does that, but it does it. It makes me mad because you can't do nothing. My hands are tied. The best I can do is offer them a new contract, and it's just going to be basically the same one they're on. So they're not going to want to do that, and then it's going to make it harder for me to sign them when I do get to sign them. Oh, I'm trying to enjoy a cup of coffee. It's just too hot to drink. I hate this weather. My landlord's coming to town next week and weekend during the week, sometime this week. I don't know when for sure. I got business to take care of after this today, though. I want to stream tonight with ESO like I was going to yesterday, but I don't know if I'm gonna get to because I got too much stuff to do around the house. I got this room to rearrange. I got that room to rearrange. I got that room to clean. The kitchen to clean. The upstairs got to be done. My brother got to come. He's my landlord. It's my brother. I got to bring him in here and show him some spots I need fixed. It's always fun when the landlord comes. Too much work to do when I get done streaming today. But it's been that way for a week, and I'm just like doing my normal laziness. Don't do nothing. Sit down, chill, maybe go to the store, come back, and then sit and chill for the rest of the day. Been watching the storm chasers on TV for the last couple of days because it's been some crazy weather. There's been crazy weather already. We ain't even got the hurricane season yet. This year could be as bad or worse than last year. What they say. Practice time, boys. Let's go. Yeah, we ugh. Still got backyard to get cut, and it's got too high. We got to do it. My son's got to cut it because I can't do it. And then we're gonna do this. Living room's gonna get completely rearranged. I'm gonna move. I don't know if I can do that or not. I'm gonna have to figure that out. I'm gonna have to. I might be putting because the air conditioner. I'm gonna have to run it when I'm streaming, and when I run it and stream, you can't hear me. It's really hard, and it's right here. But that's because it's right there. So if I rearrange things the way I want to, I'm either moving that way where the air conditioner will hit me, but it won't be directly in line with the video thing, or I'm going to move everything that way, turn everything that direction so that it's against the wall, and the air conditioner will come out. I'll have the fan over here blowing the air conditioner to me. It'll still be noisy, but it won't be as loud. Then again, I might move it on the other side of the room. I don't know yet. I'm so confused. I need a decorator to come in here. I need a decorator to come in here and just do the house for me. I'm baking pizza, cook them some food in compensation. Pizza, enchiladas, lasagna, hot dogs, steak, whatever. Don't matter. I just need somebody to come in and do this for me. I hate the fact that it used to be so easy to do housework and stuff. And it's like days like this used to be great because you used to play ball all the time. We'd have been on the court right now for about 4 hours already in the old days. In the old days when I was young and didn't quite know I was. You know what the sad part is? I can remember now back in the day when I played ball all the time. Seriously, we in the summertime, like now, school's out, we'd start playing every day. Every day. Didn't matter. People didn't work till afternoons. People would be playing ball. We started just after 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning, and we'd run all day long. There'd be 30, 35 people out there playing. Girlfriends would be there, wives, children, whatever. There'd be people in the fucking court, and they don't do that shit no more. I couldn't do it if I wanted to. Last time I shot a basketball, I shot a foul shot from the foul line and missed the bucket by 5 feet. I thought, that's the end of that for me. I'm done playing basketball. I can't even shoot no more. I can't even shoot no more. It's been so long. The saddest part is, until I was 35, we played every day. We were at the court every single day. Played every day. And I turned 35 and stopped playing. So it's been 22 years since I actually played a game of basketball. That sucks though. Used to play all the time, ain't played nothing in there. Can't do it now if I wanted to. I'm gonna stand up to one end. I stand on the defensive end. Y'all just keep come bringing them down here, and I'll take 2 seconds to play defense and send the ball back down the other way. That's about all I could do. Definitely ain't running up and down the court, that's for sure. I hate getting old. Oh, fudge. And we're here, and then it slowed down again. What the hell, man? It was cruising. We took, we took what, an hour? We took an hour and a half to get from over a month of material. We did a month of off season. Get to the beginning of the new season and it slows back down again. I don't understand. I'm so confused. I don't know what to do. I think it's doing it because it's setting everything up for the season, I guess. I don't know. It shouldn't do that, but it did. Yeah. Slow the fuck down. I don't know. Definitely one of the classes I played a little bit. I played a little bit of ESO the other day. I got rid of because like the one part you have to go through that I left off where I streamed the last time is there were these 3 camps you had to visit. It's rather stupid and it's rather a long way to go to find out very little information. And then you go back to the city and you got to do a couple little things and then you got to meet. I'm about to go to this. Uh, there's a they're gonna do a hero storm in the grotto, and I gotta go I gotta go down to the bottom. We're gonna go in there and find out that the potion we made works, and then the good shit. It's almost over. I mean, I only got like 2 major things to do. Cool, no problem, brother. Do what you gotta do, man. Do what you gotta do. And I keep shrinking down because the camera keeps shrinking down. It's stupid camera. I swear to God, I hate this camera. I can't wait till I can get a new one. So, our new ESO comes out on the 18th. I won't play the 18th because usually on the new stuff days it takes all day to down because they start the process in the morning at like 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock in the morning, and it runs usually till about noon on regular update days. But when they have when they have a major update like that, it can take anywhere from 6 to 12 hours. So I probably won't play that day, but I will start playing. I will be playing. Well, I might play that night. I don't know. It's going to depend on how things go. Ah. Y'all people are stupid. A bunch of morons, I swear. I'm glad I don't live in California anymore. Bunch of nut jobs out there. They crazy. Come on, man. What are you doing to me here? Don't you do this shit to me. Don't you make this that day. I'll be so mad. Hmm. Shouldn't do it. Sometimes it'll do it. Hopefully it didn't do it. It's just being slow again. Don't know why, but it's doing it again. Nom, 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 nom. Oh, that stuff is so good. I thought it was bad. It's because I put too much water in it. Hmm. Yeah. See, the weather gave me a damn little headache. Sinus headache almost. I haven't had a sinus headache in a long ass time. And all of a sudden, because of the stupid weather, I've been having them all the time. It don't help that the back of the head hurts from that damn muscle and that shit. That just all adds up to the same thing. Pain in the eyes, right above the eyes, right here and right below it. I love it. Just so much fun. Come on, you bastard. What are you doing? Don't make me do it again. I don't know why you're doing that shit, but whatever. Shouldn't be taking this damn long. Oh, you better do this real quick, machine. You're starting to piss me off. This is ridiculous. This is the thing you don't want to see happen in a game. This is what causes the issues. Is the processing will get to a point where it will just it'll stop, and you can do whatever you like. Usually, when you hit the browse button a couple times or click on it, it'll eventually kick it out. But right now, it seems not to be doing that. So what that means is I have to shut the game down, restart the game, reload from my last save, and move forward. Such a pain in the ass. I hope I don't have to do that. I'm gonna let it go for a little bit longer, but I hope I don't have to do that because then it becomes a situation where can you get past it and can you do what you want to do there? I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back. Hopefully, when I get back, this will be back. Hopefully, we can hope. This is not good. Not good at all. Nope, that was nothing. Like, oh, it moved. No, it didn't move. Oh, you're gonna be such an asshole. Well, I'm not wasting much more time doing this. So, give me a minute. I love being on it this way. Task manager. Yes, I want the task manager. Thank you so much. Oh, look, task manager's gonna come up. Bye. So we're gonna have to start over again, a little bit further back than we wanted to be. I'll be blank screen for a second until I get this restarted, but bastard. Kick on. Boink. Usually it kicks on by now. There it is. Stupid fucker. Sometimes it's all you can do. Now what I do is make sure when I get ready to go to the 24th, I put something in that kicks it, hopefully kicks it on the next day. And sometimes it just does that because it's a fluke. But if it does it again, then we have a problem. I hate that about this game. Ah, fucking bastard. Little prick bitch. Hope I don't lose too many days. This is just a pain in the ass to have to redo that. I gotta redo my coach, but I'll do that. But if I didn't save after the coaching thing, I'll do that. This is gonna suck. I don't want to start over again. I'm not gonna do it, damn it. Yeah, maybe I will if I have to. I mean, I ain't got much choice, do I? How many days did I lose? None. Huh. Interesting. So, I didn't lose a day. I didn't lose a day. Check that shit out. Oh, I think not. Just in case we have a trouble again, what we're going to do here is we're going to come in here, we're going to go level. That should be enough. Oh no, the terrorist is loose. Ah, sweet pea, come here. Come here, you. What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't go messing with my wires again. You get yourself in serious trouble doing that yesterday. Alright, here we go. We're trying this again. Hopefully it won't do what it did last time. Hey, look at that. It kicked the first time. Maybe it was just a fluke. But we ain't got past it yet, so. And for whatever reason yesterday, when I was, after I got done playing, and I was, you get out of there. Get out of there. You're being an ass. Get out of there. I'm not playing with you. Get out of there. Go on, silly. Ah, she's such a brat. But you said you was taking a bath.
I am. I have to catch the shithead.
You let her loose.
Yeah.
She can't be down here while I'm streaming because that would be too hard for me to take care of her and worry about that cat. And hey, look, it worked. See, sometimes you got to do that just because. Well, this is where we got to, and it kind of that was as far as we got before, and then it kicked off and didn't go next thing. It was after those because I did have those. different stuff. Hopefully it's gonna make it kick through. If not, I'll have to wait a day. Pretty much. That's how it works. Most of the time. Come on, baby. I ain't got the time for this shit. It'd be a good excuse to stop using this one and start a new one, but I really don't want to do that. I mean, you know. Come on, you bastard. Why are you going to do this stuff to me today? Why? Why you get to that date and you have to start acting like a foolish game? Why? This is the problem that you have with Football Manager sometimes. It will do this, and you, it's because nobody knows why. Nobody knows how to fix it because there's been uh, many subjects to this matter on. Uh-oh. Got the first hurricane of the year formed off of southwest Mexico, and who knows where it's going. Could be headed our way. Could be headed into Mexico. Come on, man. This is not cool. And this never usually happens after the first couple of years. It usually takes longer than this. And sometimes you just have to wait and 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 wait. Should not be doing this. I hate that. This is terrible. Well, we're gonna try one more time. I mean, we may have to be calling it a day for now with this. This is gonna suck. Stupid game. Got to a point it's stuck. So I'm trying some things, but I don't know if I'm gonna get to continue with this right now or not. I might have to start either a new one or wait. I might have to wait tomorrow. It's the best I can do on that, but Epic, go away before I start over. But I might not end the stream today. I might start a new one just to begin a new one, just to have fun with it for a minute until we see if we can get this fixed or not. And then I can always get rid of it. I got the one in the background I'm playing, but I mean I could do that too if I really wanted to, but I don't really want to. Bastard. Sometimes it will do this shit just to piss you off. Sometimes it just does it to piss you off. You know what I mean? Sometimes. Sometimes. Try something different this time. Yeah, I'm not doing that one. That's weird. I'm not going back 2 days. That don't make any sense. It's usually supposed to save that one every time you do. I guess this must be the last save of the day. I don't know, because I ain't going back 7 days. Nope, nope, nope. have to see what we can do. Hate when this thing does this. Try this one more time. Got a couple things to do. I know what to do. Do it once. Kick ahead. Okay. And it's usually what it does. It gets to 800 and or 1400 and then it just stays. So we don't have to do all that again. We're going to save again. I hate this shit, man. I really, really hate this shit. You're not supposed to do this. This is the only major crashing issue type thing you have with this game, is it likes to do this shit. I don't know why. Not sure. Nobody knows why. Even the people with SI don't know why. It just does it. You can, like I said, the only way you can really save it is to go in and you can give it. Sometimes you can give it stuff to do that will process in the same day or the next day, and that's what I try to do to see if it'll work. Doesn't necessarily work that way. We're going to try this again. We're going to do it a little bit different this time, maybe. Oh, let's see. So we give them three options that they can do. And hopefully it's going to, I should have saved it there too. I can save it there too. No, I don't want to do that because I don't really want those in there unless I have to. There we go, kicking again. I've never had it freeze on the first day off season either. That's what sucks. Well, kick that time because I think it's because I hit the button, but I'm not sure. No, it wasn't to this yet. I'm right back to this after that. Hmm. Could do that. Special button. There's the button pushed. It works. It didn't do that before. I don't believe. Yeah, see, it's in can't kick it out mode now. I want to give it 5 minutes, see what happens. I hate when this shit goes down like this though. It pisses me off because there's absolutely nothing I can do about it except try to give it a boost to go into where I want it to go. Uh, and like I said, most of the time it's just, I mean, sometimes like I've let it sit for like an hour before and it's kicked. I've let it sit for, look, it did. It did what I wanted it to do that time. Maybe we did get past it. We did. We're to a different place now. Yeah, see, we made it to 2020. We made it to 8:25 in the evening, so we made it 12 hours further along. Once we get past this, it won't do it again. That's the problem. It's once you get to that spot, you have to wait and wait and wait and wait and wait. And sometimes it'll kick it, and sometimes it won't. Hopefully, it's going to be okay now. But I'm going to save until I get it rotating through, till it goes to the next day, and then we get through a couple more, then we'll kick it back out. Ah, that's funny. Mmm. Nothing like a good cup of coffee to get you through the day and get your day started, right? So, uh-oh, the wife. I knew that. You said that already. I was reading stuff from the past. All right, let's go, baby. Kick me over. Kick me over to the next. Hey, look, the leaderboard came up. I'm not on this leaderboard. You can't even see on the leaderboard. That's how bad that leaderboard is. I'm so far. I bet you I ain't got more than 2 points. Well, it's doing stuff it didn't do before, so that's a good sign, possibly. Bye, Jay. Bye, Lucky. Just kick to the 25th and let's go. I ain't got time for this shit. It's supposed to rain today. It's supposed to drizzle all day. Ain't doing shit yet. We can get some more of that backyard cut. I'm trying to figure out when Sean's coming in. He ain't said nothing. Huh? Yeah, well, I don't want to.
I won't know until last minute.
We'll know before that. Maybe I'm gonna ask him today. Dad tells me you might come in this weekend. You coming in Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, what? Come on, man. I ain't got day for this. Let's go. 5 minutes to go. We'll do this for 5 minutes, see what happens. And if it doesn't work, then we're screwed. And I hate when it does this. Mama, come here. Get up here. Come on, you crazy. Hi, baby. What you doing, honey? What you doing, lovey? Mama's helping me get to use your powers and get this thing to work, baby. Come on now. You can do it. You're gonna sit on my phone now, huh? Mm. Find my other hat. We got an Elf Sutton hat around here somewhere. Yeah, you figure, yeah, when you're doing this and you're having fun doing it, time flies. But when you're having issues and you want to fix it and you can't, you set a time limit for it to come back in, and it seems like it take forever now. I said 5 minutes at 2:07 into the stream. We got 4 more minutes to go, and it's taking forever to rotate. There's 3 more minutes now. It's not gonna go. I can tell already. How you doing, mamas? My mamas. It sucks when it does this shit. It's acting like it's doing something. I don't know what it's doing. I don't know why the mouse is flashing like that. It never does it any other time. I don't think there's anything running underneath. There shouldn't be. Nope. Let me see. Yeah, this is supposed to still be here. That might help a little bit on the... I doubt it though. Come on, you beast. Cool. Back in time to watch me sit here and watch this stupid thing spin on the same damn day again. Oh, I'm telling you. It's a pain in the ass. 2 more minutes. It's going to run 2 more minutes. If it don't get done in 2 more minutes, we're going to flip it over to something else. I'm gonna try one more time. And if it don't work, I'm going to do something else for a little while and see what happens. We're doing, mama. 1 minute. 1 minute. She's gonna sit here and screw with me, you bastard. Yeah, it ain't coming on. I'm gonna go ahead and reset this again. Old folks, I'll be right there. He ain't gonna do this to me all day. I'm gonna try this one more time. I don't know why it does it. It just does it, and it don't like it, and it don't like me. That's life. Ah, yeah. Tell me again. It ain't owned. Bullshit, I own this damn thing. I've owned it longer than you've been, than forever, man. Let's go. Well, we got further along than we did the last time. We went from 8 o'clock in the morning being stuck to 8:25 at night. So hopefully this time it'll kick it to the next day and won't be good. Other than that, we're going to do something else. I'll probably just play around with starting another one that won't take as long to do. See the setup of the game. I'm definitely going to get some ESO in tonight, one way or the other. I'm going to have to lay in bed and do it. I'm still going to get some ESO in tonight. I feel like playing. I missed yesterday. I was supposed to and then forgot. And then I wanted to do that last night, and then I was having issues with the damn... my plug that this stuff is plugged into from my PS4, and part of the setup is plugged into one plug over here, and the rest was plugged into a plug over here. Because I got everything, like 50 things all plugged into different bars and stuff, and there's a light switch over by the light switch for the... There's a dual light switch over there, and the one is for the outside light, and the other one is for this light switch. Well, I didn't know that when I first put it in, when I first moved in, and was watching television, and I went to see something outside, and I hit both switches up, and my power, we turned them both on, or turned the one on and turned the other one off at the same time. I turned the porch light off, and my freaking TV went off, and I was like, "What the hell?" So it's got tape on it so you don't touch it. And Tara was down here the other day, and chair wasn't as close to the as the air conditioners are now, and it was on, and she reached over there and grabbed it, and was like 2 feet here, 2 feet over there, and then she went to try to come back but couldn't do it and fell to the floor. And as soon as she hit the floor, like it seemed like everything went out, and I'm like, what the hell? And it was the computer wasn't on, but of course I couldn't tell because I lost one screen and the other screen went blank, and I'm like, what the hell? I thought the computer turned off, so I'm pulling plugs, flicking thing, and I can't get it. I can get everything over here to come back on, and the internet didn't go down for long and everything, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? And my son comes out and he's like, he's over there and he pushes just a little bit on that tape, and the thing had come down partially. I'm like, what the hell is this shit? This don't make no sense. But yeah, it did that to me. I was like, seriously, what the hell is going on here? So I was like, I don't know how that happened. I kind of like this. I've never seen this before. They didn't do this. The other one didn't do this. This one does though. That's kind of cool. All right, we're gonna do one more here. Maybe if we got any more to do. Yep. See, we can't do any more. So here we go again. Alright, it kicked a little bit ahead again. Didn't move any time though. I'm just doing something different to see about making a difference in it. Because, like I said, if this fails this time and doesn't kick forward and I can't undo it, which I'm probably not going to be able to now, if we can't get to the 25th today, this is the third or fourth. This is the third time we'll be shutting it down, or third or fourth time. Doesn't know. We did get further along. The only thing we can do to keep this save going is wait. I'll try it again later off stream to see if I can get it to move. If I can get it to move, we're good. If I can't, we're gonna wait till tomorrow, and then I'll start the stream. I'll actually, if this doesn't kick again, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna close this down. If it won't kick, which I know it's not gonna, it's already been long enough. It should have. If it doesn't kick over here in a few, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the start screen, and I'll start a new save that we will use just for the hell of it. And if this one dies, because if I can't get past this date, there's absolutely nothing I can do about it now. I don't have another computer to put it on. Like, if I had another computer, I could switch it to that computer, run it on there, and then put it back maybe, and that might do the trick. I mean, there's the most people say to do is to wait 24 hours, and it should just start working again. For whatever reason, it's get this spot where it just doesn't want to process, and it takes a long time to do so, and I don't have a long time to do so. So another thing I might do, well, I'm gonna be in this living room moving things around, so everything's gonna get unplugged, so I can't do that. But what I also might do this afternoon is I might turn it on and let it run and see how long it goes before it's if it does kick over. And then again, if it doesn't work tomorrow morning, we're gonna start over again. So I will be so unhappy, but we're gonna start somewhere. Probably won't go down as far. Might start in the upper level. I don't know yet. And when thinking about it, so, and this is the one thing about this game that is kind of hanky. And literally, you can go onto the SI forums, and you'll see 100 of these bugs posted, and everybody's like, "Well, you can do this or you can do that." And I said with my Bishop White Rose one, it did that, but it only took a few hours, and I popped in the things that would need one day to go over, and it made it work. I don't know if it was waiting the 12 hours or so, or if it was those that did the trick, but it worked. So hopefully we can save this one too, because I really don't want to start a new one. Actually, what I'm going to do is, if I have to, I'm going to take some time and I'll set up the save for yeah, that one. I'll set up the save for the one I'm going to use on YouTube. It won't take very long to do. I mean, it does take a little bit of time, but it don't take that long. Alright, machine. Now you're on my last and final nerve. Alright, so we're going to wait this out until tomorrow and see what happens. That's the only thing I can do. are you going to let me do this, or am I going to have to keep fucking around? Thank you. Blank screen. No. Alright, so we're going to do this way. Always me. It's got to be something. It's always got to be something, man. It's not the PC, it's the game. What happens is there's always, almost every save you run on this game, whether you have 20 teams on it or 20 leagues open or one league, somewhere in the future it will get to a point where it just won't process. And for the last half hour or so, it's been to the 24th of August of 2025, and it's just sitting there. Normally it happens like 6 days before that. Usually it's around like the 19th of the month whenever it's going to do that, and you can't do anything to do it. You just can't get it to move. It will just sit there and sit there and sit there and sit there and sit there, and there's absolutely nothing you can do to change it. So what basically the way that you're supposed to fix it is, dude, if you want to send them to me, send them away. I'd take that in a heartbeat. Hit me up on DMs. I'll give you my address. You can send it to me when you're done with it. I need another PC. But so the solution, if you go to the Sports Illustrated, Sports Interactive website, what they'll tell you is the best thing you can do is to you have to basically wait a day, because normally it will kick back in if you wait a day. But for whatever reason, sometimes it just will go, and then you can just sit there and let it wait. But I'm not going to sit here for 3 hours and watch that thing spin all day. So I'm going to go ahead, and what I'm going to do is right now we're going to go ahead and I'll show you how you set up a save by setting up the one I'm going to do for the YouTube. Basically, when you do this, you start a new game. You'll hit start new game, and you'll have the different options. You can do a career mode, creative club mode, online mode, fantasy draft, or versus. Now, the creative club one doesn't let you create a whole new club. What it basically does is, nice. With the creative club, what happens is you take a club and you put a new club in a place of another club in whatever one you want to be in. So you could put a team in and you could replace Tottenham and the thing if you wanted to. You get basically all you're redoing is redoing their name. That's about it. The online career lets you play against other people online. Fantasy draft lets you draft. You can go head to head against your friends with an ultimate thing you can draft, and then the versus is like it only works like you don't play full seasons, I don't think. So it's one of those things. But all right, friend, I appreciate that, man. So we're gonna go into career, and it's gonna bring up this, and this is where you decide what's in the game, and you add on to it. Now, all these different things are part of these are all here, are part of a database or the Dave thing that I downloaded, and you can get different ones that go in here. So the increased difficulty one was a problem I thought was an issue. Let's see, there's another couple on here too. The performance improvements was an issue, and the referee adjustments. I think the referee adjustments is the main issue with that, but I'm not changing it. All these other places here that you see are either ones that you can use or are already in the game, or new ones that aren't. So you have a ton of things that you can add. You click on here to tell them which ones you want to put in and which ones you don't want to put in, and then you confirm it. If there's an issue, it'll have a little red triangle beside it to tell you it's bad, and that means there's usually something that's like together. So then you hit this choose the game mode, and there's 3 game modes that you can choose from. First one is the original. This original way to play Football Manager update squads will be in use at the start of each new career, even if those transfers hadn't happened yet by the corresponding real life date. It's recommended if you prefer to play in the traditional manner. Then the real world players will start at the clubs they were with at the start date of the career. Then they will move to their new clubs on the same date they were in real life as the career progresses. So, for example, If you start this, I think it was in this summer of 23, summer 24. So the way they have this set up is it will do all the transactions for you in the first year. So any transactions that took place in 2023 will take place when they took place at if you start this way. So the players will be at their original teams. They'll move in the other way. Now with the Your World, club squads and budgets will be accurate as of the start of the 23-24 season, with no real life transfers reflected after that date. So basically, this is the one you start with the database the way it's set up. No transactions take place. And in the real world one, you can do transactions for your team, but you can't stop transactions that happen. So you can't change, like when Mbappe went from PSG to Barcelona or Real Madrid, he couldn't be stopped from doing that if you set up on that. I do Your World because I don't really want to do anything else, because I like to have it fresh and new and no things take place and whatever happens happens. So we'll hit the advanced setup, and this is where you decide, it'll do this load. It's going to load the basic databases that you put in there. And those databases were almost 99% of those database files that I showed you. Those are the database files that were added to the game. And they're not being added by the people. What they're doing is they're in the game, but they're being made playable by adding them to it, by going through and making them all playable. And they're just activating things that are already in the game to make the game. You have a ton more people to play it when the game is there. So you can play in different places. This is how I'm going to set up the Sheffield FC setup. This is what I'm doing right now. And if we need to, I'm going to, like I said, later after I'm done streaming, I'm going to kick the other one back on while I do some cleaning in one of the rooms. I think the kitchen's going to probably be where I start. I'm going to start doing the kitchen. I'm going to work in there. Once I'm done doing the kitchen and get it all done, because there's a bunch of stuff all over. I got so much stuff. I guess no storage. I got a decent sized house and no storage for nothing. I need to rearrange things. And once I get that done, I'm going to come check on it. And if it worked, I'm going to save it on the 29th or 26th, and we'll be good tomorrow. If it doesn't, what's going to happen is I'm going to have to start a new save, and there's going to be no choice in the matter. But we're going to leave it the way this is. It'll still have 99% of the updates that are supposed to be in it, but it will also not change like the referee adjustments. I think that's the one that does the most to cause the offsides. I hope not, because if it's not the one, I don't know. But what is going to happen is I'm going to save this file, the Sheffield FC file, for when I'm ready to go. But I'm going to do a test one with it to see what happens when I play some games, to see if the adjustment is made. And if it's not, then I'll have to figure out something else. I can get rid of all the day things altogether, because I'm pretty sure that's what's causing it. And I did find out the other day that when they did the latest update that took out a team, it was for Manchester City. It's kind of weird because when they took Manchester City away from FM, the new game they're putting out that's going to kind of build off FM, they have Manchester City in that. So we don't know if they did it because they wanted to move the license from one game to the other. I don't know if they can do that, but that's what it appears that has happened. So it's just one of those things, man. It's weird how they do that stuff, and I still don't agree with that. I think if I buy the game, when I buy the game, I own the license. Their license no longer applies to that game because I bought it with those licenses intact. Now, if I didn't buy it until today, then I could see them making those changes. But I bought this I don't even know when I bought this game. Probably November or December of 2024. I've had this game for over a year. I'm almost 18 months owning this game. They should not be allowed to change those licenses on me once they're done. And yeah, I know. There's game stuff you can do, but this is something that you go through when you're setting this game up. It takes a little bit of time to load up the main database. Once it kicks in and it's not stuck, it's just what it's doing. This is how it works. And you can tell it's not stuck because the bar will look like it's fading in and out. You can see it get a little bit brighter, then go a little dimmer, and then go a little bit brighter, then go a little dimmer. It'll do that to let you know that it's still working in the background. It's the next bar that's a pain in the ass, because the next bar, when you're setting it up, it can take a bit of time. But with this league, I'm only entering the English league to start, because the first 4 teams I'm going to do are all in the English league, and none of them are below the same level that this team is on. And I believe it's level 10. I can always start over again if I need to. But we're going to go in there and we're going to start with Sheffield FC. We're going to set it up. And then I'm going to save it as FC right away, and then I'm going to do the other, and we might do some tests on it to see. I hate when I'm a day off my pills and then get back on, and this stupid water pill I take. Oh my God, it's a killer. I know why they make me take it, because that was what causes like congestive heart failure. It's called congestive heart failure because water builds up around your heart, and then your heart becomes elongated because it's trying to work hard, and it's just weird. But yeah, they make me take the stupid pills all the time. I hate that shit. Spironolactone, spironolactone, something like that. It's called spironolactone, I think is what it's called. It is a killer pill because it will clean you out, and if you don't drink enough, yeah, people tell you got to hydrate, you got to drink a lot, and you need all this all the time, and people always put in their things to hydrate one. Try taking a water pill and not drinking a lot of stuff. You get so dehydrated so quickly. That's why you see me drinking 3 different drinks. I drink the water and the soda and the coffee, because if I start to feel, I've had that. Have you ever taken a shower, and when you're done with the shower, you start to get out and start to dry yourself off, and it feel like your body soaked up all the water? I've done that. I do that all the time. Not all the time, but that happens to me a lot. My dad thinks I'm crazy. I'm like, why would I make that up? I mean, seriously, why would somebody make up something like that? Oh yeah, there's times where I take a shower, and I usually just stand in the shower for a half hour, because I run the hot water on my body to try to get the pains to go away. And there'll be times where I get out of the shower and I go to dry off, and it's like my arms are already almost dry, and it's like, Jesus, what the hell was that? But yeah, so I knew this was going to do this. I knew normally it don't take this long. Normally I'm sitting here, get into it and go. But when I'm only loading one league down to 10, it shouldn't take very long for the second one to go. But I'm going to take a quick break real quick. It's that time of day again. I'll be right back. Hey, look at that. Come back and look what happens. They're right there. So this is the most important spot on your whole setup, because this is where you set up what leagues you're going to run. Don't have any in here, so we get a 5-star thing. Now there's a couple different ways you can do this. The one way that you can do this is you can come, once you put a team in, you go to add and remove teams or leagues, and this is where it's going to put the United States one in automatically, which I don't want it to be, but that's what it does. That's usually the one it starts on. So it goes all the way down. But this is all the available leagues that you can take. Okay, I can go in here and I can check mark any one of these that I want to check mark, and the only one I'm going to use is England, and then I'll check mark the American one to take it off or uncheck it. But these are all the available leagues through that database that I have. Okay, so you can use these and they will be in there, and that's what you do. So when you're done with that, you click this button. Now this brings you into a major nation. It's going to take me up through this. There are 109, because I have a custom database on, which is something I'll show you in a second, but there's 109,000 players that are available in this database, and I'll show you what that is in a minute. But we want to go down to, I'm going to go to League 12, because I know they're above League 12. Every team I need here is above League 12, and I can add to it if I don't. Now, the bottom stuff here, the advanced options, are where you get to add in the stuff that you need to make sure that you do. Now, the one I definitely have to make sure is marked is you have to have the one that says add players to playable teams. I did that the first time I set up the original database I was going to do. I didn't do that. I got a team with no players on it. No players whatsoever. The ones you don't want to do are the do not add key staff, do not use real fixtures, do not use fake players and staff. Disable first window transfer activity, which means you can't do any transactions in the first year, the first window. I get rid of the attribute masking. You don't have to do that. Basically, that's your scouting thing. You click this one here to prevent control of teams with head coaches in place, and then you can keep the in-game editor from being used by clicking the last one. Now, I normally don't click the. I normally prevent teams from being taken over that already have a coach, but the team I want to take over has a coach, so I don't want to have that. So what happens here is this here is where you decide your database. You either have small, which would only give me 22,000 people and gives me a 4-star rating. I can go to medium, which is 25,000 and still a 4-star rating, and I can go to large, which then gives me 28,000 and 3.5. The speed, these stars right here determine the speed of your game. So when you go to the custom, you go to large, you can do a custom database here, and this is where you can add in. This is the way that you do this if you're doing it different than what I normally do. So what you do is you come here and you add the continents. You can add all these continents. Boom, 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 and boom. So, and actually this is not supposed to mess your count up. It does, trust me, but it's not supposed to. Now you have all these different things you can check mark here. And what you're basically doing is, when you click the top one, you're going to add all these nations' current international players. So any player that's playing internationally from this country will be added. Okay? So that already took us up to 42,000. So that's another 19,000 players that were added. Then you can go in here and you can play with top division clubs, which is really what you want to do, because why you do that is that puts every country in that continent, their top division clubs will be included. Now that took us over 100,000. That took us up to 121,000, which is a lot of players to have in this, and it should slow. See how you'll see when I go back out that it reduced us down to a half star. That's kind of true, but it's not supposed to be. So then you pick the time you want to start, which is going to be, I go with the top one, which is preseason 7/3/2023. It's already there. And then you do your world, and you hit this start button right here, and this is what you do. It'll say you want to start there, yes, and this is what happens. You get the bar again. So what's going to happen is, and it's going to run slow because I got OBS running, but this bar will go across, and it tells you what it's doing. It's setting up the game database. Then once it moves around, I usually do this so I know where I was and where I go to, but it'll go through and it'll add all the stuff. It'll do the databases, then it does the team setups, and it'll tell you what it's doing, and then it goes through it again, and it says the last thing it does is it does the head coach's stuff, where it'll set up the head coach, and it'll have their it takes a little bit of time, but it doesn't take so long when you only do one league. How does that taste like salt? That's probably why. That's not good. Let me get this. How did I get salt down in there? I don't know. It's not good. Yeah. I don't know what I'm tasting right. I somehow got salt down in the damn thing. The hell did I do there? Much better. Doesn't taste like salt now. Woohoo! Yeah, it does take a bit of time, and this is when you have this is why this is computer doesn't run so bad. It's not the top of the line. It doesn't fit all the things. I try to get, like I said, I try to sign up for one of those gaming places that says play now, pay later. All credit forms are taken, unless you don't have a good credit, unless you don't have a long credit history. They lie because I tried 3 different ones of their things and none of them would take me because they kept saying my credit history wasn't long enough. I'm like, I've been on disability for 6 years. I don't have a credit history anymore because I don't have credit. I don't do credit cards. I don't go out and try to get credit. I make limited income, so it's not like I got a ton of money to spend on stuff. So, it is what it is. It goes the way it goes. You can't do nothing about it. I wish I was living in where I used to live because I used to have my first new PS4 I got from a rental place. And it came with the Guitar Hero. It was when they put out the one Guitar Hero one. I bought it new then, and that was included in it. We used to play the hell out of Guitar Hero. I've never been like extremely good at it. I could never play on too hard a level. Because I'm old and my fingers don't work the way they used to. And many times as I've busted my fingers up playing basketball, you can tell by the look at them, there's different sizes to the fingers. And if you look at the other hand, some of them are smaller, and like this one is bigger around the base. Then these ones all look like that, but then this one, the middle one here, don't look so bad. Uh, because I've stoved them so many times. Had a basketball bounce off my hands. Had one of the football players was also a basketball player, and he was one of those big gorilla kind of guys. And we were practicing one day. It was only before the season started, and he threw the ball. He threw a pass down court, and I just happened to turn around and catch it right in the face. Bounced off my face. Glasses went 2 different ways. That was not a good day. Hi, buddy. What's up, Mr. Gray? Come here, boo-boos. Come on. Come in. Come here. Come on. You're going to sit down. I call you to sit up here with me, and you look at me, you stare at me, and then you sit down. He's making me look like a fool. Hey. What you doing, foolish boy? Come here. Mr. Gray. Gray. He's sitting there ignoring me, looking at the arm of the couch. Hey. Hey. Ray. Come here. Oh my God, I can't believe this. He'll wait till I'm not watching and then he'll come up here. I don't know why I always do this. We'll get to about here. And then that last section will go and it'll come back on the other one because it's always what it does because that's how like I said, it goes through it twice. The second time is usually fast till it gets to the last two like quarter of it, and then it slows down because that's where they're setting up the coaches in their short list. But this should eliminate. Like I said, I'm gonna run a test on it. I'm gonna save it as the Sheffield FC save that I'm going to use on YouTube, which I'm hoping to start doing soon. And I'm going to save it as a test save, and I'm going to run it up until I get to a game. I'm not even going to worry about doing normal stuff. I'm just going to run it up to a game, and I'm going to run it and see if the offsides thing is fixed. If the offsides thing is fixed, then I pick the right 3. If it's not, then I know what I got to do, and I'll start over again. I don't want to, but I will. That's the only thing that, it does take a bit to get going, and you can save it however you. And the nice thing is, like I said, I only started this with English through the 12th division, and that's like 28,000 players. Add the other stuff in, puts it over 120, almost 100,000 players in it. But honestly, the processing speed, that doesn't do, like, when I set it up the way I set it up, where I have the 6 nations and I put one, I randomly choose a nation in those 6 continents. When I do that, it actually makes those teams, and they will actually process those teams that through whatever level I choose. So if we go to, say, we put England, and in America we put the MLS, then it's only going to have one. If you go to Brazil, you could have, some of them have 5, 6 different levels, and depending on which level I put it on, it could be a lot of players. And those teams in those levels, when you put it on play, or when you put it on normal, like I did before I set it to read only, you can set up and you can have a lot of players that's got to be processed, and it will slow you down. Once you get to the process, and once you put it into read only, the process doesn't take very long because there's no process. But like this way, I've got it set up here. It keeps those teams and those players active, but it doesn't process them like it would. Like I can't go watch I can go look a player up and I can look at their things, but I can't watch his goals. I can't watch the team he plays for's goals. In the way I did it with Shire Academics, until I turned it into read only, or watch only, read only. Anyway, when I switched it to that, those teams I could have watched. I could have went to any of those teams with any other games, and I could have seen their goals because it processed all that. Turning it off doesn't do that. So you don't have to worry about that, and it helps speed up the processing. It still keeps those players and those teams active, and keeps the reason you do it is because I'm playing in England, Scotland, Ireland, Northern Ireland, Wales, probably Portugal, France, and maybe Spain. Those countries will all be semi-active because they won't be because they're adjacent countries. But Germany, Italy, South Africa, any of the Arabian, any of the Arab states, nations won't be there. America won't be there. Mexico, any of the Brazilian stuff, those won't be active at all. There'll be no reporting to them except they'll make up just bare minimum to make a game up. The problem comes in is later down the road when you get 30, 40 years into your game, if you get that far, your save can then be in trouble because what will happen is you can start to run out of players. This way, those nations are always active. The top international players, the top teams all have activity that their players will be recreated, so you never run out of players. Because there's a lot of times you'll see if you go to watch, like when Zealand does his save your save, there's one he actually did because dude ran out of players. You go so far in, you're gonna run out of players. If you don't have them being redone, and they may do 1 or 2 players a year, and you're having 7 or 8 players retire, you're eventually going to run out of players, and it becomes a problem because then you're screwed because your save will be dead. There's not a lot you can do to do that. So that's why you do it that way, and it's good. We're already into the second one around, so we only got this much left to do, and then you'll get to the end of this. It'll get to about here, and it'll seem like it'll sit there forever, and then all of a sudden it'll just flash to your character creation. And you can do a lot of shit to your characters on there. And then we'll do the team choice, and we'll figure out where we're at there. And like I said, it's just one of these days where I'm not happy because I lost that did that to me. I might check it again before I leave, but I don't know. I'm just not happy when it does that shit. And yes, there are times where I've lost. Actually, I may not be able to play Shire Academics again on this save. But we're going to do something. One way or the other. And there's absolutely nothing that I can do. It's not a processing game. It's not the game or not the processor. It can be on the best computer, and it happens. It's just the way the game. There's something in the calls to process, and it was nothing. It was a practice day. There's nothing going on. I'm kind of surprised it went to the 24th though, because normally, like I said, most of the time when you see it crash, it'll crash in like either June, July, or August on around the 19th, and you're done. But and I will say this, as far as I know from my experience, it only does it once. Once you get past that, it never does it again. At least I've never had it happen again. And there's been times where I've made it and got it to work that I've played 10 years further down and it never failed again. But I don't know if it can. I don't know if it's because it's like I said, it might sit there and I might be able to sit there and run that sucker for the rest of the day. Just let it sit there and run, and it might kick in. But I don't know that, and I'm not going to spend the next 2 hours just sitting here bullshitting watching a little thing spin. Yeah, this is doing the same thing kind of, but it's gonna work and get to the end of it eventually. That one I have no idea how long it's gonna be. It could be, like I said, they usually say if you leave that save alone for 24 hours, it will do it. Um, I'm not leaving it alone for 24 hours. I'm gonna try it this afternoon, and then if it don't work by this afternoon, if it does work, I'll save it on the next day and then be back to normal tomorrow. If it doesn't, in the morning, I'm going to get up and I'm going to try it. And if it doesn't work, I'll start a new save and we'll just start over again. Round number 3. Mr. Gray. I don't know. It just gets on my nerves. You really want to have a lot of fun with a lot of players. Do that setup like I did and still do the 6 nations, the 6 continents, and pick a team like I do, because you can usually, depending on the size of the team, the area that you pick and how, because I usually load them to the furthest down except for England, because when you load England to the League 20 by itself, it runs slow. Um, on this computer, on my computers, I've never had one that was faster that could do anything. Just never have. Um, so like I said, my dream is to have a computer with everything top notch, topped out, that I can actually click every single one of those motherfuckers, add the players all the way. I want all 430 some thousand players available. That's what I want, and I want it to work at 3 or 4 stars. Because when it works at 3 or 4 stars, it just, I don't care what you do, it flies. It just zips. So yeah, that's the object. And I think that's what everybody wants to do. But the most I think I don't want. I've seen a couple people set things up where they're journeyman save, and you usually only do that with your journeyman saves because that's what a journeyman save is. You don't plan to, like, I'm planning on doing this as a hybrid between a journeyman and a race to the Prem or a race to the Champions League. And the only way, like, if we get it working, still working in Shire, the only way I'm going to leave Shire Academics before we get them to the Premier League is to get fired. And if I get fired, then I'll find somebody else to move. If not, I'm taking them to the Premier League and Champions League, and then I'll retire and find a new team in one of the other nations. That's the object of what this is. Will it take, each league, each nation doesn't have as many places. So with Shire, it could take the minimum of 12 years because we started in the 12th division. But it could take it could be 20 years into the save before we get there. But when you go to, like, America, I only have 3 levels loaded. So when we get to the American side, it'll take the minimum 3 years. So, it just depends on how many levels you have loaded, how long it takes. Oh, buddy, what you doing, Mr. Gray? Get your butt up in front of everybody, huh? What you doing, buddy? What you doing, buddy? Oh, what's the matter? What's the matter with my gray? Oh, what's the matter, buddy? You gotta sit down. You gotta sit down. You can't stand there like that. Don't put your butt in front of the camera. No showing the butt. No showing the butt. Sit. No, I'm not gonna put it in my face either. Sit. There you go. Lay down. Put your paws up here. There you go. See? Now you're all comfy. You silly fool. You are a fool. Oh, you gonna bite me? I'm gonna close that mouth and I'm gonna kick your butt. Oh, what's the matter, buddy? Huh? What's the matter, big boy? Oh, what's the matter, big boy? What's the matter, big boy? Big boy. Don't bite me. I ain't bite you. I'll bite your ear. Ah, he's so weird. This dude is so weird. He freaking looked at me. I, you know what? I got my overlays exactly where I wanted them, and then it was running so slow that I had to take stuff off to make it work faster, and that was one of the things I got rid of. I wasn't happy. I liked the original overlays I had on the original overlay thing, but it was gone. So kind of sucked because when I went to reload OBS on this box, I couldn't find the same one. So I went with something else I thought looked cool and didn't realize it was a holiday one. So it had Christmas trees and it had volumes for everything, which I didn't want. And then uh, I use this now just as basically a general one. And that was designed by Chat GPT. Nico did that for me the other night in chat. And then yeah, so that was kind of cool. And then all my LSW things that I use now were his. So I had sounds and I had the stickers and I liked all that, but it's just eye candy. It don't really matter to me. I don't need all that stuff to make my stuff. Oh, I love my camera. It's such a butt. My camera sucks. That's the next big investment probably. I will probably get a new camera. Maybe. There he is. He's there. He's live. He's being a butt. Now I gotta fix it again because now it's way out of spot. I can't get this camera to do what I want it to do for nothing. Is that better? Yeah, that's better. I guess it will work. That's what happens when you have a camera. You having fun being on TV? Look, you're on TV. Look right here. Look over there. You're on TV, big guy. See, there you are. Look, there you are. See, you're right there. You don't see yourself. Okay, that's good though. Probably glad you don't, because you'll be fucking going after the screen. Huh? Flurbeard. Flurford. You baby boy. My baby boy. Oh, come on already. You don't usually take... That's because of the OBS, for sure. Normally it'd be done by now. But, hey, look, there it goes. That's the one time through. And look how fast it goes through the second time. Now we're doing league cups and competitions are done, and then they're doing the short list, and this usually don't take very long. Sit down. You're not going to sit in front of the television the whole time, bud. I don't need you standing there looking at me like you're doing something important. You're not. You're getting on my nerves, man. Why you got to act like that, Bubba? Huh? Why? I see them black. You turn them eyes back to the normal color, because you're not going to sit there and act like a fool. He always does that to me. Whenever he thinks he's going to get what he wants, he'll sit there and he'll look up at me. Hey, it's the terrorist is back. Oh shit, here she comes. Where you going? What you doing, little kitty? Huh? This is Whiskey. She's not a terrorist, it's Whiskey. That's her name. She's a brat. She runs around here like a crazy person. No, you can't go over. You're not going over there. You're not getting in my wires today. You were in my wires last night, and I'm looking over to get her. Get her, Gray. Get him. Here she goes. Oh, Gray, be nice. He got her that time. He jumped on me, ran down to the side of the couch and looked up at her. She jumped on him down on the floor to get to the couch, and then they started doing the one paw thing, and he actually pinned her down and flipped her over on her back, sat down on her chest on her for a second, and then took off and jumped on the table. She's just looking around like, what the hell was that, man? But I'm just glad they started playing with her. Come here. Come on. Hey, baby, come here. Come here, Whiskey Doodle. Come here. Get up here. Get up here. I know you can do it. Don't even try that crap with me. Come here. If I had the air conditioner on, she'd be jumping on the air conditioner. This would be about the time we kick into the next phase and we do our... I've never seen it go to the end on the faster computers. My old computer used to go to the end all the time because it just didn't kick over. These ones usually get to about here and that's when it kicks. You'll see my little dude come up with all my information. And you can, I mean, there are so many combinations. You can sit there and you can put them in whatever kind of clothes you want to put them in. You can put them in fancy clothes. You can put them in, you can make you can actually import a picture if you want to. I can import that picture that I use from my, I could do that if I wanted to, but I'm not doing that. Although, you know, it would be fun. I would lose my phone again. I guess that one was all plugged all day. Or all night. Yeah, this one too. Shit. I'm gonna lose all my shit today. Wasn't that about a bitch? We're both gonna die on me about the same time. Where'd you go? Hey, little shit, where'd you go? I just gotta watch because she has a penchant to attack the two black cats, and that's not a good idea because they are they never were socialized right, and they hang out with the others. They don't fight too often, and they bicker a little bit because they're not truly family. Although I do believe they are related because I think that Mama and the mother of or the father and of the black cats traveled over to our area where we used to live, which was across town from it. I think they got together there. I think they do. I just without getting tests done, I'll never know. But yeah, so uh, she likes to jump up on. I have a three-tiered, probably it's probably about that. Well, it's probably about a 3 foot wide white put together shelf over there in the corner. You'd put bath towels and stuff on, but I put it there for them to climb on. So they climb up on it and they sit on the top. And I've got blankets hanging over the side so they can hide in the middle one if they want. And then beside it, I've got boxes set up a little bit so they can climb on them and get in the boxes and hide if they want. We get boxes when we go to food bank or whenever, and Miss Lucky or Miss Shadow likes to get in that box, but so does Whiskey. And the other day, Whiskey jumped in on top of her and was sitting on her. I'm like, that is not a good idea. Whiskey! I can tell there's gonna be a fight already. Hang on a second. I'm gonna grab this cat for a minute before it goes crazy. Oh, Whisk! What are you doing? Don't you go messing with me. Gotta come get this animal. Don't get in trouble. Hey! Now she's eating. Need some food? Huh? There you go. Eat some food. She's eating now. I just worried because she was over there with the others and everybody went to the window. And then Mr. Midnight was on top of the shelf and she jumped up on top of him. So, or was up beside him. I didn't want to fight him. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? No, we ain't there yet. Damn it, come on, man. I ain't got all day for this computer. Why are you doing this to me? Why, you curse? Dude, like I said, I changed things so fast. The only one I didn't change is when I used to have one that was on my PlayStation that I got through Twitch. I can't remember the name of it now, but it's a really good little program. It's very powerful, and it's not that hard to use because I could use it. And I used to have I'd have different things that would come across and tell you how many different, like the last person to, it had the follows and that kind of stuff on it. But when I used it, it covered up part of this, or part of it, and it wasn't used there, so I got rid of it. Overlay something. It's a Twitch thing that you can use, and I like it. I used it, but I wasn't the most artistic person in the world, so I was just happy I got my
Hey, you're gonna have to double bag the bag upstairs in the bathroom.
huh?
You're gonna have to
That's
double
fine.
bag it.
That's fine.
I moved it and it ripped.
It's all right.
I was trying to
I
get
moved it and it ripped. Yeah. It's all right. Excuse me. I'm live here. You know. You just bust that on your cat. She goes jumping and running by. She's just like zooming around. She come running in here and jump up on me, and then wanted to go on the wires, and then I let her go, and she ran over there. And Gray, funny, you missed it. Gray's standing here, sitting right here, and she jumped up on me, and then she took off. She got down here and tried to play with him a little bit, and she jumped on the couch and started going, and he went with her. And he got to the end of the couch, and he looked up at her, and she jumped down, and they did that little, like this. Hold on. No, he pinned her down. Then she flipped over on her belly, and or on her back, and he kind of sat on her, and then took off, and jumped on the table. I thought it was when she just looked up like, she was like, "The hell are you doing, man? That's not supposed to happen." That was funny.
Where is Mr. Ray?
Last I saw him, he's in the dining room. I don't
You got
know.
Mama's?
And Mama's came to sit with me. And like I said before, the speed on this doing this will vary. Um, it is what it is. The game, depending on what you're using. I've seen people do this and it takes like 5 minutes to do the whole thing. But it is what it is. You just go with the speed and it'll eventually. Like I said, this is where it gets to the finding targets for the head coaches is what takes so long because it's going to do all the head coaches for all the teams between level 12 and the Premier League. So this does take a little bit of time.
Domino's must have not like deliveries today.
Why?
There's not a soul in the parking lot.
That's probably not a car at all?
Nope. Either that or they're closed. I don't understand why they'd be closed today.
They probably have somebody out. They probably are out on deliveries.
That's what I said.
Because they don't close unless there's a reason. I don't know when they would have. I do know they're going to be doing water around. They're fucking people. I swear to God, they keep raising our water bill. About 4 years ago, you could have for the family size that I have, 3 people living in this house, we would have had a bill of about $45. No matter what, you did about $45. Then they did some water and sewer upgrades a few years ago. And that raised the bill up. And then they're doing another phase on the other part of town. They finally got everybody done in town, and they raised the price up because they're doing another one again. They have to, I guess they have some places they're going to redo, like my house has an indoor water meter, and they check it electronically. So they don't ever come to check the water, but they're going to get rid of all those. And then the intake pipes, some of them are lead based, and they're going to be replacing all those. So that means that they're going to come to my house, and right outside my window one day, they're going to be digging down because they got to dig down to that pipe, and that's going to suck. Hopefully, you can do it through the basement. They don't have to dig anything. But I think mine's metal. I don't think it's lead based. So they may not have to do mine at all. But they're going to do some changes to They may be doing the way the water comes in. They may have put in a pipe, run it up through the thing, and then down to the thing again. So they may have to be doing some digging in the yard, which is going to suck because it's going to be loud and noisy for at least a day. They're doing that starting this month. Next month, they're going to run all this half of town. And they'll do the other half. Where you going? Going somewhere?
No.
Oh. It's the terrorist! Little terrorist! That's a baby girl. Oh, look at my little terrorist. She's such a terrorist. You just calm that jets down a little bit. You won't be so bad. You got to get a little older. You're getting big.
Don't let me.
That's what she does. She's telling you you're not. She's showing you love. That's what you do, huh? Tell her. That's what we do.
Go find me somewhere.
That was so funny. He beat her up. He's like, I'm showing you dominance, baby. I'm going to sit on you, and then I'm going to walk away. And you're going to leave you going, what the hell did I just do? No, it's a good thing because it means he's wanting to play with her all the time now. And that's a good thing. Got to get them cats used to her. She ain't going nowhere for a while. That gives us back to the number 8 for cats, which is cool.
We had 9.
Well, no. Oh, yeah, we had 9. Actually, we would have had 10. But little one didn't make it. Something wrong. Hurt their leg, and then they didn't make it. I'm assuming they broke something, or they might have punctured something in their leg, and because they put pressure on it, but it was like they limped real bad, and there was nobody that we could get to see, and it just didn't make it. I think it might have some internal bleeding, but I'm not sure. Sad, but that happens. And there she goes. She wants to know what you're doing. He's like, oh, she just fell. That cat is so goofy. There's a chair like this one sitting out there, the legs extended out. I got it from where the nursing home my mom's at because they were giving away furniture and I like recliners. I slept in a recliner for like half the time I lived in Mansfield. When I lived there, one girlfriend, I was chasing her tail. was funny. She just sat there 4 times chasing her tail. Then she stopped, looked at the blanket, and jumped up in the air like, "What the hell, man?" She's like, like that was hilarious. Then I laughed and she looked at me like, "What the hell are you laughing at, man? Leave me alone, you bastard." She's a trip. Yeah, you gotta love kittens when they're kittens until they start doing
There's
stupid
Mr.
shit.
Gray.
Then you can't stand them. Well, she's gonna do it again. Hit him. He'll hit you back. You know he will. Oh, I thought she was gonna land on him. I seriously thought she. Wow, you're a brave little beast. Yep, that's what you get. That's what he's gonna do. He's telling you, don't do that to me. She's on top of the couch. He's walking inside. Looks at him. She tries to hit him one like like a a weak one of those. He takes 3 steps forward and she jumps in the air like she's gonna land on him and jumped over him. And she walked over underneath my chair, walks over to him and grabs him in a bear hug, and he just like slaps her down. It's like, get off me. And then he took off that way and she went after him. Oh, I thought she went in the kitchen, the dining room. I love it when these babies play because it's so cool to watch them do. And like I said, Mama is, ever since the babies have been here, she starts to do things that she never, because she never, like, I put covers on the couch because the couch is old and it's got that type of stuff that's not real nice to touch. It makes your body itch sometimes. So I put the blankets on it. Cats like to go under them sometimes. They like the couch with the covers on it because they don't like the couch when it don't have covers on it. So she now will go over there and Lucky or Fluffy, my Fluffy one, she'll get underneath the sheet because I got a blanket and a sheet. And she'll go under the sheet and Mama's will go over there and like smack on the outside of it. Then she'll turn around and come back to where the two covers are, where where the middle, the left cushion and the middle cushion meet, and she'll sit there and dig at it. And I was messing with her today because I had my foot off the edge and I was bumping it up, and she kept looking around like. So it's kind of cool to see Mama playing because she never plays anymore. She hasn't really been a playful cat.
She's just a bum cat.
She was abandoned. Somebody abandoned her at the house that I moved back to. And that's how we got her. Oh, here we go. Oh, the neck. Oh, shit.
You, Mr. Gray.
Come on, man. You are taking way too long, Machine. Let's go. What the hell is wrong with you?
You.
You never take this long. Just kick me over so I can start this shithead. Come on, Machine. I am looking forward to summer solstice is coming up on the 20th. That's 2 days after the ESO starts, our new stuff. Yeah, we'll definitely be doing stuff for ESO. Yeah, I got like 2 people that can run through it anyway. And I'm still working trying to get everybody else to get there. And yeah, that kind of pissed me off today. I was watching that dude, and there's one of these people that want to make a name for themselves, and they have a newsletter they put out. And I told them, I said, because they reported that the ESO people said they were going to bring crossplay back, and they were going to make crossplay available in ESO. And that was not what they said. They said that people, hey, what do you think you're doing? There you go, getting all wild again. You can't do that. Stop. You gotta stop that. You don't get to bite people. You don't get to grab me and scratch me and bite me. That's not how this works. Yeah, I know you're getting too hyper. Bye. You're going bye-byes. You goofy shit. That cat gets a little too crazy.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Gray.
She likes to get a hold of you and start her attacks and bites and claws, and she's a little hyper. They'll fix that eventually. Gray's already starting to. It's so funny. He's like, hey, you want to play? We can play, but when you do something I don't like, I'm smacking you down. Oh, what's the matter with you? Well, get it. That blanket getting you? Now see, Peachy or Miss Lucky will play with her up there. That's what she's doing, because she's seeing it getting hit and she's trying to grab it and she don't know who it is. I'm just glad she ain't seen Miss Lucky's tail. She got that slow tail wag going. And Fluffy's still in that corner. I didn't realize she was still in there. She's still under the blanket. Oh, she found her. She realizes she's down there. You're gonna have World War II going on in here. And it's funny because Lucky is not one to put up with shit. She don't like to put up with shit. She don't like. She won't. If you, she'll want attention, but then if she's not, she'll get mad and do the. She won't bite hard, but she'll teeth you. And then she'll like if she wants when you're there, she'll hold your arm down. She'll put her arm on you like that, and she'll start licking your hand. She'll do that a lot if you let her. And you can't really pull your hand away because she will grab it and hold on to it with claws, so you don't. But she doesn't get along well with the others. But she runs. Oh yeah, you found Fluffy, didn't you? Fluffy. Fluffy was under the covers. Come here, baby. Come on. I know you got disturbed. Come here. Hey. Come here. Fluffadoodle. Come here, man. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. This is taking too long. It's 2 o'clock. I'm going to go ahead and get off here. DJ and Nusity, and I appreciate you guys coming in today. I am hopefully going to be able to fix this tomorrow. I'm definitely going to be back for some ESO later once I get shit done. I need to do that so I can play some of that today. So I'll definitely be doing that later. You guys have a great rest of your day. Hopefully we'll get these things set for tomorrow. And if not, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to probably start a new one tonight. Depends on, or get one set up to start. So you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you probably in a couple hours, probably around 6-ish, somewhere in there. Thank you guys for being here. Peace.